The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. Still watch what you say out your mouth, cause 50 shots still turn the gun down. I'm Mr. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. Still watch what you say out your mouth, cause 50 shots still turn the gun out. I'm Mr. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. The shit. Seeking a place with young free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic right. Still watch what you say out your mouth, cause 50 shots still turn the gun out. I'm Mr. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Hood when I'm traveling. Get that when I'm traveling. Six pack wood when I'm traveling.
Any man, wish death upon me. Blood in my heart, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men, wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more, don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men, many men, wish death upon me, Lord.
So the cats who running their mouth and think it's a game, come put your hands up, you know what I mean? So that's what we here doing, man. So I appreciate everybody being here. Everybody online, salute to y'all. This Mikey Risky, lunch and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now.
It's a stampede!
DJ Ham, the stamp. DJ Ham, the stamp.
Many men, wish death upon me. Blood in my heart, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men. Many men wish death upon me, Lord.
So the cats who running their mouth and think it's a game, come put your hands up, you know what I mean? So that's what we here doing, man. So I appreciate everybody being here. Everybody online, salute to y'all. This might be risky. Like and subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, hit that like button right now.
It's a stampede! DJ Ham the Stampede. DJ Ham the Stampede.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my heart, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more.
But Ish, what can't be fleeting?
And then you're letting him lead you. It doesn't matter how you feel.
Saying he's led by God, but you feel like God is not telling y'all that. Do you still follow him?
You said something interesting, Ish. You just said like men don't think the way that women do. So it almost sounds like you don't fully trust their expertise. So how could you successfully be led by
So the
one?
majority of men don't have kids. Y'all are picking wrong. Y'all are literally picking the minority.
Every man that's on this panel, y'all have more kids than all of us women.
51% of black men are single and childless.
Excuses for the statistics. The statistics don't bode well in your favor. So you say things like, "Okay, are they shooting blanks? Or they?"
Because men, I don't feel like men are overall passive aggressive. The majority of men. Do you think that silence is that passive aggressive? Because we will do that.
Yeah, because there's niggas that'll use that as a way to trigger a woman. Like, because a lot of time a woman will tell you, like, when you're silent, it makes me feel like I'm ignored. So a nigga will do that intentionally.
Yeah, no, I'm just, because I didn't agree with the passive aggressive part until Mary said that. I'm like, okay, I could see men and be like, you know what? I ain't saying nothing else. Will unsubscribing from the Democratic Party help fix Black America?
Let's just unsubscribe. No, you got to know why.
I don't think so. That's the only thing that get black people together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Wow.
Like that.
What I think will fix is if black people truly understood politics.
Because for a guy, because listen, it's so many different reasons for a man to want to hang out with his friends.
Adrian, I'm not gonna let that slide. I heard you. Why do you think that it's older single women who share that opinion?
Sometimes that's the case. There has to be
balance. Explain what White History Month is.
It's honoring the achievements of the greatest ethnic group in human history.
Wow.
I think all of that shit deserves a put him in the bathroom.
Would you rather have a whore of a daughter or a gay son?
Let's see here.
Bruh.
Because if she's a hoe, that ain't my problem. Hell, she just be a hoe. Shit.
That's a whore. Definitely. Like, without
is going to college a waste of time?
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
And can I just piggyback on that?
Read this for me, Q.
Okay, $5 super chat from Omega Green. Depends. Go for STEM, medical or law. However, if you go for BS degrees like communications, is that supposed to be policies? Or
Poli-sci, political science.
Poli-sci, okay. Yeah. Or criminal justice, it's wasted time.
Final thought.
When you take a man's time it's like taking his money. When you take a man's money, it's like taking his time. Simply put, we want something for it. If you're not interested, don't go out. Sis, hit me up. Let's clear your coochie balance.
Do women, should they still be covered by men? Do women need to understand what it takes for men to feel like they should be covered by men?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, women don't value men anymore, and it's evident.
For women to admit that they're not equal to their men, women have to come to that conclusion that you are not equal to your man. Are you for spanking? Let's go around the room, yes or no. Q, you for spanking?
Absolutely.
Age.
Okay, so big kids don't get spankings?
You gotta fight them niggas.
There's no difference between divorced women and single mothers. The man will, in both circumstances, suffer comparably with no benefit to himself. The benefits don't outweigh the cost.
But it's still better to go with someone who hasn't gone through that. It's still better to not choose them.
Have men been getting over on household duties all this time?
Listen, but I don't touch a trash bag to save my life.
So let me ask you, could you and your wife switch roles and what you do versus what for that person? Hold y'all back or let y'all go?
Physically, can't nobody hold me back.
Ain't no such thing as a fair fight.
Direction, choose your own path.
Don't just wear anything. Wear garments that mean something. We got hats. We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We even got hoodies. Let's not forget our classic tees. Direction, choose your own path.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Direction, choose your own path.
You know this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous, and the restricted clothing brands. Let's get it.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Direction, choose your own path.
You know this is the home of We Major, Me Frosty, Unfamous.
Run! They touched the damn
Yo, we here. You can understand Pee Wee in the building. This is the HQ. Mr. Fantastic, what's poppin'?
Brother.
What up, man? What's going on?
How you? Everything?
Can't complain, bro.
We're gonna listen, right, man? You look how do I say? Debonair today? Is that what it is?
Debonair, savoir-faire, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know.
Yo, if you don't mind, what Marshalls did you go to?
Not Marshall's, brother. Dealers, and then you know what I'm saying. It was on sale, clearance.
Indeed. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Aaron, what's popping?
You know the deal. Nothing to it but to do it. Living that damn dream and getting rid of the nightmares on a daily basis.
Shit like that.
Dig it, man. How was the weekend?
Fantastic. Very productive. Kids' first day of school up here in Montgomery County, PA. So they were off to a successful start. Had a big breakfast this morning, set them up, reset the house. Everything is working like a well-oiled machine around here, man.
Indeed.
Shit like that.
Move to the first day of school, man. I'm so thankful, man. My oldest daughter, the new style is like baggy, kind of.
My wife and I were just talking about that. We like, are you going to bed, going to the gym, or do you work for Olive Garden with these colors?
You can't tell.
You can't tell. We used to get shot.
You know what I like though? It's modest apparel though. Like the trend is like very modest.
True. That is true.
So I'm like, cool, man. Man, get the likes up. Today should be a dope show for sure. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. We have 194 people in the building.
Shit like that.
And we have 68 likes.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on now. Put him in the fuck. Put him in the fuck.
Get the lights up, man. Mel, what's popping? Curtis, what's goody? The Majesty in the building. Bub, director show at op.com in the building. Mr. Williams, what's goody? I see you. Alicia, what's good? We got Leon in the building. Melly Mel in the building. Salute. Live, love, plan, pray. Okay. Welcome. Miss Jilly was popping. Hope all is well. Hope you had a good weekend. All Minaj in the building. Salute. Keep grinding. Mr. Kim West, Ms. Bell, salute to you. Hope all is well. No Country for Old Simps in the building. Introvert Maxine. Who is that? That's my change. Jay Strada was popping. True Table was good. Crow. Man. Malcolm was popping. Enos in the building. Let me see. The Juggernaut salute was goody. Reaper was popping. Hope all is well. Daryl was popping. Aaron in the chat. You got two? Oh, it must be. That should be funny how like it'll have no wrench and then a wrench. Whatever. Fifi was good. Sozan. Lauren in the building. Salute. E-Man was popping. Charles, I see you. Let's do it. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel. Oh, I know it. I know what I'm looking at. Okay. I know what I'm looking at. Okay. Callie Bev was popping. Hope all is well. Let's get it, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Quincy was good. Man, it's a regular fade, bro. That's all it is. Baker Man, salute. Let me see. Jay Ali, good morning. Josh in the building. Salute. All right, man. It's a whole bunch of people in here. Let's get it popping. I try to get to everybody. What's up, O'Shea? Waterman keeps it 100. Marcus Evans. St. Cyr, Mr. Edwards. Salute. Strong was popping. Hope all is well. Mishar Shalawam. I think I see Jay Strada, Mama Honcho. All right, we good. Nightbot behaving. That's always good. Bruiser was popping. True, what up, man? I missed you, B. Hope all is well. Miss Jennifer, salute, homeboy. Shalom. Alexis from Texas, salute. Nay, what? Yo, Nay, I meant to. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I got so distracted the other day, man. God damn. Let's get it, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Marcel has been a member for 10 months. DJ Hint, Mr. Fantastic, Aaron, chat, let's go. I pray everyone had a great weekend, as do I. Just me was goody. Action Jackson was popping, my brother. Let's get it, man. Let me see something. Mr. Fantastic, I actually don't know if that's better or worse.
What?
I'll put it in the back chat.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. Does it look like, what's the look of it per se? This part. In terms of algorithm.
Oh.
Does it help us or does it hurt us?
Well, no, it definitely won't. Like I said, that's why I tagged you. So it's not gonna hurt, no.
Oh,
because you still, like I said, let me see, mine, your shit is way bigger than mine. So like I said, the people that you swallow anything, I got
context.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah. Subscriber base.
Now I'm kind of thinking like what looks the best for us in totality. But we'll see. Fuck it. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That help the channel the most. Yo,
niggas got me.
Damn, man. All right, let's get. That's crazy. Hit the likes up, man. We're gonna have a good time today. All right, man. It was a dope weekend for sure. I wanted to kind of continue down the path that we were kind of on last week, just considering like the conduct of men, et cetera, et cetera. Mr. Fantastic, there's one thing that you told me that stuck out to me when I was trying to come up with this topic. That a man still should pay 70% of the bills in his house. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't know if I said 70%, but yeah, most of them, the majority, yeah.
Not the cap.
Mr. Fantastic. It was definitely 70%. Trust me.
I said 70. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, that's I think that's the minimum you can get away with from a woman not being able to even justify it being 50-50. Because I told y'all, in a woman's eyes, 1 to 99 is 50%. These nowadays. She got to pay for anything that she believes that's going 50-50. So, but no, 70% is definitely that. That's the word. It's definitely the lion's share. And more likely than not, like you said, the livelihood is dependent upon the man, and he's still maintaining that. And she just has auxiliary things. Okay.
So you think that is imperative for you to qualify as what?
The provider, without a doubt. That's I don't know how and why we keep trying to move away from that. But a man has always been that, and I don't think society ever gets to the point of where a man won't be a requirement of manhood and masculinity.
Okay. But so what do you think about things evening out substantially, though? What do you think about the fact that Braun doesn't matter as much? We even had that whole argument. I think it was Aaron versus everybody that day.
Yeah. Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. So that would be more in the protector realm, but the provider aspect, I don't see that. Women don't need men as much to protect them as you did thousands of years ago, even 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. Everybody can protect themselves now. Be it take karate classes, purchase a handgun, any of those things, right? Get a dog, but the provider aspect of it, and especially with women's clear public demanding of it and complaining about not getting it enough, that's never going to go anywhere.
Okay. So, and I understand what Mr. Fantastic is saying, but how do we quantify it? Do you remember that when you were basically fighting everyone? When it was about fixing cars and doing this and that third, and able to be handy and what was important. I think Cheeky was here, Mr. Fantastic was here. They were saying how the women don't value that shit. So where are we exactly? Aaron.
I mean, I think on my channel, I was able to mine some of that out and kind of debunk the idea that women don't value a handy man. I mean, there are a good deal of women that don't, but I think still the majority to this day across all age groups still see the value in a man that's resourceful and not just has, resources. He's handy, he's efficient, and can make it happen without a dollar.
You froze? Yeah.
Look like he froze. No, he there.
No, I'm not. No. I'm just, yeah. I was
You
just done. Yeah.
Okay. Man, okay.
Wow.
Okay. So when we compare the two men, right, are these different types of men? The 50-50 male or the provider male? You think those are two different types of men?
No, not completely. No, because ideally, earlier on in stages, it should be more of a 50-50 situation so that you guys grow and learn together. Financial responsibility, all the different things. You both don't make a whole lot of money, so a woman expecting a man to foot 70 to 100% of the bill in his early 20s when they're both just trying to get established is unreasonable. And so every man I think should start out as that way, and that teaches you a lot about her too. How is she with money? You know what I'm saying? Is she good with, you know what I'm saying? Balancing the checkbook, spending responsibly, not splurging, not doing too much. So I think it's a part of the whole, or you know what I'm saying, something earlier stages of what the ultimate goal should be.
Okay. Yeah, I think I understand that. But I'm more so thinking about the marriageable age or the age factor. So when a man is 32 years old, I think that is a point where are you crossing a hump at the very least? Or are men still finding their way at 32 years old, which is the, that marriage 28 to 32 gap area?
Well, I think by that time, ideally, you should have a steady career or steady source of income if you're an entrepreneur, so on and so forth. But most because again, most people don't have careers. Most people don't have a job as to where, you know what I'm saying, you can retire and get full-time hours, benefits, all those things, so on and so forth. So I think, like you said, that's why I think men's earning potential will be a lot closer to 30 than, you know what I'm saying, than the 10 years away from it. You feel me? If that was the case.
Okay. What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I think men at 32, if they should be at the tail end of finding their way and the very beginning of embarking upon their way. A man, I don't believe, really hits his financial stride in those mid to late 40s, meaning he starts approaching his peak, right? A man's peak really is probably right before retirement, if we're honest. I think a man in his 20s, especially in this day and age, and I'll speak anecdotally, that's where a man, when they say he's finding himself, he's experimenting with things. What's his purpose? What's he good at? What's the world expect from him? What's the world want from him? What does he enjoy? What's lucrative for him? I mean, in my 20s, I went from right out of high school into playing football, chasing an engineering degree in college. And then after that, went into the Marine Corps. And then after that, went into, believe it, retail. I was a district level manager. It was, like director level in retail, and left that, got into the nightlife scene, owned a nightclub, left that, went back to school for culinary arts because everybody in the nightlife said I'm a great cook when I'm entertaining, events and stuff like that. and then get into the restaurant business and then get into real estate business. Well, no, the real estate came first. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. And career changes. We don't even talk about career changes, midlife career changes that people make. You know what I mean? You hit a dead end, or you just, something bottoms out. You have to change, take, transferable skills into something else. That's part of the conversation. But I think realistically, by 35, a man should be done with the explorative piece and on his way up a ladder of some sort.
Okay.
And that's whether you're in the vocational arena or if you're in the business and entrepreneur. I mean, I'm sure yourself, DJ Hamp, you went from director to business owner, multiple businesses now, you know what I mean? And you're 38. How much career changing and moving around did you have to do to attain that? I mean, Mr. Fantastic, a 20-year career in the Navy is kind of linear, and that's fortunate. That when you dedicate yourself to the United States military, you get the benefit of being able to retire early from a linear career. But when you're out here doing it like you and I are, and you're an entrepreneur, you tend to be a serial entrepreneur. Businesses, how many fail within their first 6 months to year of operation? But you don't give up. You know what I mean? And when you promote these days, you have to self-promote. You got to quit a job and chase a better position. They're not promoting from within anymore. You got to do your 5 years and say, you know what? There's a glass ceiling here. Fuck this. I'm out. Do another 5 years in the position above in their competitors' arena. And then, you know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Okay, I understand. Okay, that makes sense in terms of just developing your path. But I think the fact that, like, let's use your example.
Mm-hmm.
You were searching to find the best course of action. What was the best plan? That is a mentality I'm not going to like umbrella over the majority of men. I don't see that. I don't see that type of drive. So I understand the money aspect, just developing ways to earn money to the point that you can provide. However, I would argue that the mentality of the man who is okay with 50-50 as opposed to the man who wants to be a provider is altogether different. What say you guys?
Fair enough.
Yeah. My bad. Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I can do it in 15 seconds. I just think it presents differently. I think that's just more the career man, the company man, but he still has to self-promote. It's not like it was in the 50s, 60s, 70s where you did your 30 with this company, you walked in the ground floor in the mailroom and you ended up on the VP level and got your Rolex and left. It's not like that anymore. So there's still a lot of moving around. It just presents differently. But I agree with what you're saying. The drive is certainly, because the risk is higher when you're doing it for self, right?
But it presents differently in the man who wants to get on the CEO floor. I know men that do sales and that's all they do simply because it's lucrative or that's what they're accustomed to. There are career Amazon workers, et cetera, et cetera. And I think the majority of us work in jobs like that because there's such a little, what's the percentage of people that are actually entrepreneurs or entrepreneurial?
Oh, low, and I wouldn't expect it to be high.
Not even 10%, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. So is the 50-50 male mindset greater than the provider male mindset at this juncture in our country?
Today, yeah, without a doubt. But
greater
like you
in
said,
number or quality? I don't understand the question. I'm sorry, Fantastic.
No, you good.
Greater in number or greater in quality?
There's more men.
Oh yeah, greater in number. Okay, yeah.
What
were you gonna say?
So I definitely agree with that. But like Aaron brought up, you don't have the job security as you did 20, 30 or more years back, right?
Yeah.
And the cost of living and everything is much higher.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say it's even more important now as to where, two incomes are a requirement for decent living now. That's why the majority of marriages, relationships, and so on and so forth don't have a sole provider. So understanding the reality of things and how things have shifted, economically, socially, and stuff like that, so on and so forth. If women weren't able to work, hey, and or it wasn't common for 99% of women to get jobs, I could understand the traditional setting of it as to where, hey, you stay at home, you take care of the kids, nurturer, homemaker, all this stuff, la la. No, but you got women out here that are, you know, taking jobs away from men, you know, in essence, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, you know, but I'm just saying from the if men were the only workers, or, you know, 99% of the workers, that's what I'm saying. Now that women, they're actually competing with men for jobs. I don't see it being a problem with a man that's saying, hey, you out here competing like a man, so hey, you got to do some of the responsibilities of a man also. Shit.
No. So what if I tell you that there ain't a woman that can compete with me in doing what I do?
I mean, that's the way you're supposed to think about it. But then we will have to go out and we will have to see, you know, scale it to what industry we're talking about, right? And
Yeah.
then again, and then find the, of course, and this will be a thing where the exception would have to be the rule, where you have to pick the people that are the successful ones out of it, and see what they're doing and how many of it, you know, in comparison to. So like I said, that would be one of those things where you have to. So when you say any woman, you're right, 99.99% of the times, but it's always going to be that one woman out there that probably runs a business, whether it be better connections, whether it be better area, whether it be more knowledge, you know, or just, you know, natural. She's more of a natural at whatever the industry is that you're in, that's going to, you know what I'm saying, that's going to supersede you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My company, we pick shit up and put it down. You know what I mean?
But you're a boss, so you can't, you're not a worker. So you can't count your ability to pick up and put shit down. You got to count the ability of the success of your business. You see what I'm saying? And that's the argument that a woman will make against you. She of course,
but you can't start it without being able to pick shit up and put it down effectively. So, like for instance, well, let me explain. So you have limited people, right? And this demographic of worker is tough typically to maintain. Oftentimes they come from a very, very blue collar background, right? Not a lot of sophistication. And you have to be able to galvanize and show them that you can do the work if you want to get the maximum results. So there's these companies out here that only do packing. They try to sell moving, but when it comes to moving, they have to outsource it, right? So my business model and structure is cohesive and it's solid because I can do the selling and I can do the moving if necessary. And that's where they start to fall short, because you always need that one extra person. I can always be that one extra person in any facet.
Yeah, I got you. And yeah, that works again 99% of the time until you get that badass bitch that niggas will literally kill and die for. Okay, nigga, you're not outperforming her. Niggas will pick up a car. Okay, listen.
Goodness.
Nigga ain't never picked up nothing in his life. He pick up, yo, you need me to move the whole house? I'm gonna move it. I'll move the house. We ain't moving the whole house. Okay. So yeah, it's always an exception. But no, I got you. I definitely got you. I definitely got you on that one.
Yeah. And okay. So the mindset is what I want to try to dive into more so. We understand about the functionality of it, right? You have to grow. You need time, experience, wisdom. Combine those things to become successful. 100% agreed. But one thing that I need to understand is maybe we start with male personality traits. The alpha, gamma, beta, all that stuff. Oftentimes we hear alpha and beta quite often. But I'm looking at WikiHow, and I'm going to share my screen. It kind of frames all of them. Well, we'll go through them one by one. So apparently there's 7 male personalities. Do you guys agree with that?
I only know of like the 4 so alpha, beta, gamma, sigma. I don't even know the rest.
Yeah. So they said
I'm spun up on 6.
Okay. Well, this one has 7, and it goes one by one for each. And I think that in terms of the 50-50 male and a provider male, I don't think women actually know what it takes and understands what type of mindset you have to be with a man that has an A-type personality, an alpha personality. I think that everybody think they want something until they're in it. What you guys think?
Usually the case. But that's why they get phrases like bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
Everybody every woman thinks she can handle the quote unquote alpha male, but like you said, that's usually that guy. True alpha males, extremely driven, aggressive at times at when need be, stern, and just like, hey, not pretty much not taking no shit. So like you said, most women say they can handle that, think they can or claim they want it, but you see those women get away from those men and then say, alpha males are really betas and all kinds of other things, because again, like you said, they simply couldn't handle what they was asking for.
If you're dealing with a genuine alpha through and through, you're really going to have to start getting comfortable with the possibility that the dark triad, in one combination or another, is going to be in your life.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. And when we talk to men and we use beta as an insult, I would argue that that's not an insult.
Compliment in many ways.
Yeah, I agree.
One thing a beta is loyal.
And like you said, it's a part of the hyper masculinity that we operate in and the lens we look at things from. But yeah, I definitely agree. Like you said, it's something that men see as that, because simply, like you said, you're not a crash out. But at the same time, like you said, a dude may have a beta personality, but be the that main motherfucker that's saving everybody because he has a beta personality.
I understand what you mean by that. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm getting it. Check.
Yeah, you had an echo earlier, but not now. Hold on, let me see. Check. Yeah, everything's good now.
Check. Oh, no echo.
It was just on the last little bit, but say something again. Check again.
Check.
No, you good now.
Say it louder. It might be my noise gate.
Yeah, check. There you go. I'm good now, right?
Yeah.
I changed my noise gate a little bit. You're probably getting it from me.
All right, cool. Now hold on. So it's not starring these shits now. Damn, I hate when it does this. Thanos with the $10 says, my man Big Aaron and his Black Larry King. Huh?
I like Larry King. It's my guy.
I apologize. I'm gonna try to catch all the super chats. StreamYard usually stars them. It's not starring them today. It glitches like that from time to time. Sway with the $2 says, yo, the sound effects are way off. I thought y'all told me they was on. No.
Sound okay to me. Hit the glass break.
Yeah, everything sound like on time when you hit it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I gotta catch these shits. All right, so let's go through these types. Can you guys see it?
Make it larger. Pause. Make it.
You've been fucking wilding, bro.
Monday, gents. Jesus. Yeah, all right. I did my screen too. I can see it good.
All right. From Alpha to Omega, a guide to the 7 male personalities.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been online recently, you may have heard phrases like beta and sigma, male, tossed around. While these terms may quite literally sound like a foreign language because they're Greek, they're actually pretty simple monikers that pop cultures like Vox, Reddit, Twitter use to describe various types of men. There are 7 main personality types, each with its own unique strengths. Keep reading to learn each guy's type of traits and careers. By the time you're done, you'll have all kinds of new information. Pun intended. So it kind of lines them like this. Alpha male is number 1. Alpha males are strong-willed leaders who love to take a charge, exuding charm and machismo. They're known for their natural confidence and exceptional leadership abilities. Anecdotally, alpha males are the bad boy of the male ecosystem. They know what they want, never back down from a fight, and aren't afraid of making moves to obtain their goals. Common personality traits: brave, high achieving, social, careers they excel at: CEO, manager, military general, politician. So when you read this, to Mr. Fantastic's earlier point, this feels like the majority of men will want to be in this category.
Yeah. That's, and again, like you said, that's why alpha males get the best pub and in the most that's the most talked about personality type from a male aspect.
Yeah.
Agree.
Now, so it's just the most talked about because it's the most preferred by men themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be that guy. You want to be charismatic. You want to take charge. You want to be the leader. You want to be seen as the man. So by all those characteristics, yeah.
Aaron, what percentage of men fall into this category? Would you speculate?
Single digit.
Yeah, like 8%, 5%,
1%. Five's a little better.
5%.
Yeah, above 1, but 5 or below in that neighborhood. Yeah.
Are you looking? So it has examples up here like Braveheart as an example, or Leonidas. Mm-hmm. Those cats are 1 of 1, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at Maverick from Top Gun specifically, and as you know, one of the war reporters, his nickname is Maverick, and he happens to be the politician.
Shit like that.
Making sense.
Yeah.
Right. So this is an aspiration for most men, but let's say 5% of men are this. How would you know if you're this?
That's a great question.
Your peers and the people around you, pretty much. Of course, from a public standpoint, but usually we're talking about this you'd have to be high level, like you're saying, CEO type shit or whatever. But there's levels at everything. Everybody can't be a CEO, but of your group, you're the leader of the group. You're the person that everyone looks to if something goes wrong, things like that. So it would definitely be confirmed by more so your surroundings than just you telling yourself you the man type shit.
Okay. Beta. Yeah, Aaron, can you turn down something? I feel mute real quick, Aaron. Let me see. Just mute altogether. Check. Yeah. Gotta turn down something.
I'll just I'll mute when not talking.
Okay. So here's the beta one, right? And I think this is one that people get called as an insult more so. Beta males are extremely kind and down to earth, shyer and more reserved. Beta males value personal relationships over material wealth or career achievement. Pop culture suggests they're great conversationalists and have a lot of success domestically. They're often associated with happy, long-term marriages and children that adore them. Beta males are communicative, creative, and make great romantic partners. Commonality personality traits: friendly, gentle, selfless. Careers that excel at: doctor, nurse, social worker, teacher. Popular beta male characters: Sam of Game of Thrones, Phil from Modern Family, Ben from Parks Recreation. So when you read this one, what's the sentiment, man?
Soft ass nigga.
Because this website is making them everything. They're trying to pull out the best traits of every one of them, essentially in this website. But if you read that, what would women hear if they read this?
Man, you smell something? Definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy. Yo, he's a pussy.
No, because I'm looking at this word doctor.
Okay.
Now he has resources. I think what women want is a man that's going to be an alpha to the world and a beta to them. And sometimes they have to push a man into being an alpha just to confirm he can be an alpha if he hasn't been required to show her that he's an alpha to the world. So she'll shit test him, but she doesn't want to live with that alpha. She wants the beta at home day to day. Just like we want lady in the streets freaking the sheets. She wants alpha in the world, beta at home. And just in case she ain't seen alpha in a while, just as a reminder, look here, broad. But let's get back to being a beta, like for real, for real.
But you
That's
can't.
what they want.
You can turn that shit on and off.
No. I'm telling you what the women want, or what I believe they want in mass.
So okay. All right, mute for me here. I hate
Think about it. It says friendly. It says selfless. It says great romantic partners. Great, the communicative. How much do we hear about communication? They're great with their children. Long-term marriages. You know what I mean? All these words are
okay. Okay. Now, question.
Bullet points.
All right. Question. What's the percentage of men that are this?
70, 60, 70, 66, 65.
65%. And what's the state of relationships?
Nears makes no difference. Fucked.
Huh?
Close. Yeah. I mean, jacked up.
So that's what I'm saying, right? Which I think goes to the point. Like, or I don't know what point it goes to be frank. I don't know where we are yet in the conversation. But if 70% of men are this and relationships are going to shit, they actually want this.
Yeah.
No, they want this. They're not getting the other half, and that's the alpha in the world. And that's where the shit test. That's why a lot of these men become bitter, hurt, and they get the complaining about women, or women move into these this masculine mindset to try to make up for the missing alpha that this guy can't provide. They want this double-edged sword out of a man, and 65% of the men can only come with one edge to the sword's pause. So the women are driving him crazy, near off the cliff, trying to get the alpha out of him, but it ain't in there. And that's what's killing a lot of the relationships. That's why we have this shit. Men and women are being masculine, all this other shit. You know what I mean? Because they want that alpha presence, and he ain't giving it to them because it's not him. And that's 65% of the relationships.
So you tell me they want those beta traits, but they want him to present as an alpha outside that house.
They want him an alpha in the world. They want him to be. They want the world to be afraid of this man, and they want him to come home with resources. Protect, provide.
But that is unrealistic, right?
Well, isn't that another talking point about unrealistic expectations? They want him Rambo in the street, and they want what's this British actor with the sad droopy eyes? What's his name? I can't remember. Anyway, they want this guy. They want Ross from Friends in the house. They want a shoulder to cry on. Alpha don't give a fuck about your tears.
Okay. What you think, Mr. Fantastic? Aaron, right?
To a degree. I think it's the man's version of lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed type shit.
That's all.
I would say though the majority of relationships are failing because I wouldn't say the beta aspect is that high. I wouldn't say the beta aspect is 70%. I think that's a little too high, the beta aspect. Now we're talking just in reference to Aaron. I'm getting feedback, I think. Yeah, all right, cool, we good. So if we're talking about just in dealing with women in general, I would say 55, maybe 60% of men approaching that type way for real on some R&B, 90s R&B shit. But yeah, 70, I know 5 or 10% may seem high, but that's a lot, man. 3 out of 10 dudes, like I said, I don't see them having that approach. We're trying to just keep a woman in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Understanding and knowing what we know now. You go a generation back or two, Gen X and boomers maybe, but now, man, bro, men are not taking that, bro.
That may be true. That may be true. Maybe I'm aging myself. And I did try. That's why I went with 65. 70 did feel a little high. And I'm 100% will concede to the number low going lower. Not too much lower than 50 though.
Man. Okay. Lady in the sheets, lady in the streets, freak in the sheets. Does that even exist?
Oh, it exists.
Well,
It's just a
surely.
very, very small percentage, extremely small percentage nowadays, but it exists.
Where did she learn all that freaky shit from?
You don't ask that question, brother. I said this the other day. The worst and best feeling in the world is some good ass head, bro. That's the worst. That's the worst motherfucking moment. And when you, how did you learn? Just close your eyes and enjoy.
Either that or you teach her, show her, you tell her. I mean, if she's receptive and if she is team you for real, especially if we're talking about within the constraints of marriage, then she's gonna follow the damn direction.
As we talking about, Eric,
and be
direction, brother. She already came. You know what I'm saying?
She's turnkey. She came off the
Yeah.
lot like.
Yeah, that's what we talking
Hey
about.
man, don't do the Carfax. Just go for the ride, man.
Exactly.
Also, to keep it a buck, you don't get better sparring the same opponent. There's a cap to that. So Mr. Fantastic might be right, man. Damn. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Dada, salute. So they say your sound effects are way off. I don't know, brother. Everybody else said they're all right. I read this. T leads with the $5. Fantastic. A lot of dudes ain't gonna like where they sit in the dynamic. Curtis with the $5. Steve Jobs example of a driven, obsessed alpha male. Dre with the $2. Expensive ass mics picking up ants moving around. T leads with the $5. Angry man is the perfect person to have this conversation with. He's done a full breakdown of alpha, beta, etc. Well, if he already did it, then it may not be. We try to do it in real time. T leads with the $2. Taking mad L's trying to give women what they want. Shaking my head. God damn. All right, look at this one. So this is Gamma. Now, here's where I start to get a little skeptical because I hear a lot of people talking about I'm neither one. I'm like one of these shits right here, right? Like it's one of these more obscure ones that they try to claim to try to be like an outlier. But the truth is, who qualified you as such? So this is 3, Gamma male. Gamma males are the life of the party. Equally creative and adventurous, they're often portrayed as fun-loving men of culture. They love to travel. They believe their purpose in life is to have fun, rich, fulfilling experiences, ideally in exotic locations, loud and bombastic. They're constantly on the move and can create powerful friendships wherever they go. Common personality traits: adventurous, fun-loving, goofy. Careers they excel at: actor, event coordinator, travel coordinator, pilot, travel agent. Jay Gatsby, what do you think? Did this exist?
100%, but he ain't no pilot.
Yeah.
Unless what was that one Denzel movie?
The one he flew upside down.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was on that booger sugar, that
nose candy
airliner.
Yeah, what the fuck is that called? Flight, right? Or the flight?
I think was the flight. I think, but yeah. Like you said, I'm with Aaron, bro. No, you cannot be the party hard guy and be really successful. That's very, very rare. And you see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers that's always on it, unless that's your thing, you know, club promoting, nightclub stuff, something like that. Outside of those industries, you can't do it, bro. Those two things do not mix.
Yeah. This is a cruise ship director. This is like he said, party and club promoter. This is music, entertainment, and sports.
Yeah,
in the production side of the house, of sports specifically. Yeah.
He ain't doing shit. Who the fuck lives like this for a long period of time?
Not many.
Yeah. Now, ladies, put a 1 in the chat if you like the Gamma male. That's
he get too much pussy. They not gonna like him.
You think so? Yeah, I guess.
But Aaron,
Or
Aaron, that's the lovely part about it, right? And Aaron, you just brought the most important part. They're not gonna let you know they like them, but obviously because they getting all where you getting all that pussy from.
okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So be it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Especially if you're good at what you do, you know, and being in the nightlife business myself for 15 years plus, in all capacities. Yeah,
They're gonna be
you're
tired.
right.
He gonna start getting on their nerves and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. This seems. I mean, I think I know people like this, but I don't think this is a majority at all. Most niggas be chilling, from what I gather. You know. All right, this one, and see, this what I mean. Like these shits, when I was reading them, I'm not saying they goofy, but like in terms of 50-50 and provider, that gamma male, I mean, I don't even know where he would fall at.
Lone wolf. He ain't providing nobody but himself. He condo bachelor. What's he providing for?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's definitely a
Himself.
single personality. He's
Yeah.
definitely a fun guy, party, no commitment, none of that shit. So yeah, he's not even on either side of the spectrum, I don't think.
Yeah. Delta, number 4. Delta males are very responsible and keep the world moving. Highly adaptable, Deltas are known for their competence and work ethic rather than their leadership and ambition. Delta males love learning new skills for the sake of improving themselves, not for power or extrinsic successes. Because of this, they often have a very healthy work-life balance. They are dependable and unpretentious. Every male friend group benefits from Delta males. Common personality traits: hardworking, loyal, responsible. Careers they excel at: accountant, dentist, engineer, firefighter. Do you think men would prefer to be this as opposed to beta?
Yeah, it just sounds like a hard worker to me.
So if let's say we inserted this one in and you only have 100% to work with. If 5% are alpha, now that we have delta and gamma, are 60% of men still beta?
No, I'm saying 50. I wouldn't go below 50, but 50 works. Maybe I shot high with 60 and 65.
Yeah, I agree with Aaron on the 50. I would have half of men. I don't think that's too high. I think that's plus or minus 5%. I give it to you without a doubt. And then, like you said, you fit everybody else into the other categories or the other 50. But
I like it.
I think you actually have more alphas though than gammas. Definitely not deltas. Right now, deltas are winning because, like I said, to me, that just sounds like, you know, a hardworking, industrious person that's willing to, you know what I'm saying, do what's necessary. You always need those people. So right now, you know, the lion's share of everything going in is what, 50, 30, 35, and then like, you know, whatever in the 1% for the gamma. Gamma's like the least amount.
Yeah, fraction of a percent to 2% for gamma. Yeah, I would say 2 to 5 for alphas. Yeah, I agree with those numbers.
5% of men are gamma?
No, less.
No, 2 to 5 for alpha, and then a fraction of a percent to 2
we need
for gamma.
We need a hard number, Paul.
So 2. I'll say 1. I'll say a hard 1%.
1. I like it.
1 and then 5% for alphas.
Yeah.
You want to go with 4? That way, that's your 5 to make the numbers easy to work with. 4 for alphas, 1 for gamma.
No, we all can chop the
numbers.
numbers.
1% ain't gonna make no difference, and it makes the math easier to keep track of.
Okay, 1% of gamma, 5% are alpha. What percent are beta?
50. We have 56%.
56, and then how many are delta?
As of now, we would say the rest would be delta, and then we'll just shrink down as we add the other 2. I guess, or 3. Is it? We're going 4, so the other 3. But I would definitely say out of anything that's left, this is going to be the majority. So I safely say 20 to 25%.
That's where I was headed. 25 for this one, and then we'll split the remainder. Yeah.
Okay. So we're at 79%.
Yeah.
Makes sense. 75 to 80 is what we should have left. Where we should be. Ish.
81.
When are y'all right now?
We're at 81%.
Okay.
25 plus 56.
Yep.
Yeah. 81.
All right, so we got 81% of men spoken for, 25% being Delta. The overwhelming majority is still Beta at 51%. Was it 50%?
50 even.
Okay. Zeta male. Zeta males are one of a kind progressives. There's a reason the Zeta male is the least talked about personality type in pop culture. They're rare nonconformists who don't care what other people think. They know themselves and refuse to change to fit in the rigid social standards of society. Zeta males are fierce creatives who blaze new paths for themselves and others. Creative, independent, self-aware. Careers they excel at: actor, artist, musician, writer.
Another 1%.
So these types are even less than alphas.
Yeah, way. Like again, because it is like it's niche in itself. It's like a personality type, and then a subgenre of that, right? You're talking artists, artistry, creatives, and stuff like that, so on and so forth, which is going to be, men are more industrious and mechanics based than create, you know what I'm saying, than artistically creative. When they say creative, they're speaking strictly from an art standpoint. When man create things, are going to be more so machines, electrical, engineering type shit. You feel me?
Okay, so this Zeta person is gonna be creating like painting or some shit. But
That's straight. Yeah. How many painters you know?
None. One.
Yeah, me neither. I only know one.
The Delta would be more functional, right? Like
that's just your everyday worker. That's like the guy that can, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Most men, I think, would fit into that.
Okay. Aaron, you agree this is Zeta male is a 1%? You're on mute.
Yeah. This when I think of this particular Zeta male, I'm thinking like a Hunter S. Thompson.
Okay.
Right. I'm not even I'm thinking about musicians like I'm not thinking about rappers and shit. I'm thinking about Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like jokers that are really genuinely, truly in their own quadrant of the universe. They're not, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's.
But then if you look at black men, though, the creativity is where?
Jimi Hendrix. That's about,
Well, yeah. Like I say, Prince. We're saying like just musical geniuses. Again, like you said, just look at it from that aspect of it. So
Prince would have been a Zeta male, 100%.
Yeah, 1,000%. Like I said, I think they say he could masterfully play like 7 to 9 instruments or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? So like you said, it's just I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just saying. So the Zetas stick out to that extent.
Yeah, to that. But like you said, that in itself, think about the people we're naming: Prince, Jimi Hendrix. Those are like wonderkins, one of one. Like you said, once in a lifetime thing from an artistry standpoint. You feel me? Okay. So if that's the standard, right, of where that's how many more people are going to try it and not even come close. You feel me? So that's why we say it's very, very, because it's very, very few men that are in the the painting, especially the painting aspect of it. But when we talking about artistry, even though rap would come up, they're still not, going to be more so in tune with what it's talking about from the emotional standpoint and all these other things. That would be more so like an R&B guy or a spoken word guy or something like that. And those have always been, what I'm saying, even rappers, even if you include rappers, that's the less than 1%.
But the Zeta it doesn't say a lot of that. The Zeta just going for it.
Yeah, super nonconformist, Prince. Like if you want to talk about painters, Basquiat.
Yeah.
Brother fucker.
He said it, not me, but right. You know what I mean? But like if you think of Jimi Hendrix, Prince, Basquiat, Jimmy Baldwin. If you want to go into the writer direction.
Yep.
What do you say? Another right? See? If we want to talk about actors, I'm sure we can pick a black actor that you know who I would stick here though, and it's not a brother fuck like a Spike Lee.
Questionable, but yeah.
Damn. Okay, so they're very okay, and are you saying that they have to be that exemplary to be considered a Zeta male?
Well, no. I'm not saying they have to be that exemplary. We're just saying that stands out from the dedication to it, and I guess the fulfillment of it. Of course, you're gonna have lessers, but that's we highlighted them to say just how rare it is. Because, like I said, you don't know no painters. I don't know. You say you know one. I don't know any. I don't know any real life painters. So I think it's gonna be that way because of the rarity of that. Just what I'm saying, that personality type.
Okay. Do you remember when we were looking at the Dark Triad, how some of the traits were shared among the three, and then even within the narcissism column, we had established that you had to have a great deal of these traits in order to even be called a narcissist. But people can just have these traits arbitrarily attached to them. I think that's the case here. I think the beta can exhibit a lot of zeta male type shit. I think the what was the other one? The engineer, the hardworking guy. That was the what?
Yeah. Okay.
He can exhibit a lot of alpha male shit, right? But that doesn't mean he's an alpha.
Yeah, but
You
then
know what I mean? The entertainer can exhibit a lot of zeta male traits as well. I mean, you find artists and musicians next to that entertainer type personality any damn way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
But I think you got to have a lot of this going on to be called a zeta, and it's like Fantastic said, it's a rare deal, and a bright shining deal. I like the Prince analogy, James Baldwin, yeah, these type of people.
Okay. All right, we got two more. Sigma. I hear this one more often from people calling themselves this, I think.
Yeah.
So Sigma males are confident mentors who play by their own rules. They have all the confidence of alphas, but aren't interested in power or social status. They have enough life experience to follow their own moral compass and spend their time helping other people discover their inner power. Sigma men's natural wit, intuition, and sense of persuasion earn them the respect of their peers, though they're comfortable enough in themselves not to need it. Common pronunciation: bold, nurturing, wise. Career they excel at: entrepreneur, philosopher, professor, therapist. This one, I think, is bullshit.
Think about me, and then say that
is first. This one, I think, is bullshit. The reason why I think it's bullshit because it's safe for people to submit themselves to this one. Right? Because they don't got nobody following them. They ain't leading nobody. They act like they have a beat to their own drum, etc. When the truth is, they really don't have the influence of an alpha. So they define themselves as this one, so they can try to encompass those traits without just admitting that you are not an alpha, nor are you a sigma. Sigma was made up for people who can feel better about themselves.
I would listen. I would that synopsis, bro. You can't. It's hard to argue because, like you said, before that I only the traits, right? And like I said, I started this hard body 2019. So that Sigma thing came along, and like you said, it's pretty much like okay. Even I think if you look at it from the wolf aspect, right? The lone wolf would be considered like a Sigma, right? Where he doesn't rely on the pride and all these different things. So pretty much he's his own alpha dog because he's a one party pack. You feel me? So
it's fantastic. He ain't do wolves running packs. That's where they gain their strength.
Hold on, and this is where it picks up. So even though he's a lone wolf, right? He still has the strength to maintain his own. And those other wolves, if and when they see him, they're threatened. And they try to attack him or so on and so forth because he can challenge the alpha. He just doesn't have the following. So to a degree, I feel what you're saying.
Really don't got no gas for real.
Huh?
He really don't got no gas. Like what I'm saying is, so I had to be slightly hyperbolic, right? But I understand that there are men who qualify here, but the overwhelming majority who claim this, I think it's a cop out. But they don't want to call themselves one of the other ones that have a negative connotation.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree on that. Like I said, a lot of dudes, everybody wants to be the alpha, but then like you said, well, damn, where's your following? Where's your, where are your supporters? Where are the people that are saying you are these things that you're claiming to be? The Sigma gives you the power to encompass it yourself and self-proclaim, and then like, hey, you walk it down and look at this and this and this and this and this. you know, or just say, like you said, you don't care. I don't even care about that. I don't care about none of that. I don't need a following. I don't need people to follow me. I don't need people to like me. I don't need all these different things, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and let's be honest. Who actually believes that? Like, what majority of people don't care what people think?
It's on you, Aaron.
No, I was identifying me largely. I mean, I don't like speaking in absolutes, but for the most part, I don't give a shit. I don't, and that's why I was saying the other day when you asked me about the dark triad. You know, I explained I kind of sort of think I might fall gently into the psychopathy arena because I don't give much of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's this stoic adherence to logic that prevails in the way I think and see the world.
Okay.
And I think that's what makes me like, this person would need to be objective, really. They would have to see outside themselves to be able to place themselves in the world because they are alone. And that's why I kind of identify with this. I'm an only child, right? I was raised an only child. I have always disdained children since birth, really, because I lived in a household with two parents, two very adult parents. So I kind of had that lone wolf shit coming. I mean, if you were to describe me out of all of these so far, which one would you use from what you know so far? This one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I understand it. I just see it as one of them ones that people use. I'm a sick, like for instance, I'm in the chat right now, right? Now all of a sudden, all the men in the chat don't care what nobody think.
I agree.
Everybody in the chat now, I don't care. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it overwhelmingly affects us, right? Like, I'm gonna do what I need to do based on what I see fit, right? Point blank, period. However, you hear things, you see things when people talk bad or good about you. You know, they cut your hair. You know, they make sure that you know, just all these things that we do is because we like to present ourselves in a particular way in the earth. You know, but this is one of the ones like now all of a sudden everybody mysterious. The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, come on, man. Like, you know, and I'm pretty, and I know it's called self-esteem for a reason. It ain't called we esteem. It's called self-esteem. So I know that you know, you have to be self-motivated, right? But you can be inspired from all places, right? You can also be downtrodden from a lot of places also. This world weighs on people. So when people saying they don't care, I just think that's unrealistic for the overwhelming majority of us. That's all. You know. Anything else on this one? And I'm gonna drop the link for everybody who don't care. I'm gonna drop the link. I'll drop the link.
Allegedly don't care.
Allegedly, right? Like, it's fantastic. People don't cam up, but they don't care. Like this.
Again, hey man, shout out to Aaron, shout out to you, shout out to me, man. I think that's something that you come to learn with time and with age, right? Some people achieve it, and I told you, bro, learning how to say fuck it, bro, is the most like liberating thing in life. Fuck that shit. Not just be completely totally reckless and, you know, purposely go out to harm people around you, but if and when something is done, it can't be undone. Apologize if it needs to be apologized for and move forward. You're not gonna hold that shit on my head for life. And you, like you said, hey, in order to motherfucking make an omelet, you got to break some eggs, and that's the entrepreneurial spirit and the person that's striving to be extremely dare to be great. It's the reason why I say dare to be great. You're going to have to do the things that other people think you can't not do, and you have to have that level. I don't give a fuck what you think. I got this. So that part of it, I think very, very few men, you know, hold that trait, that attribute. But then too, I agree with you, Hamp. That goes back to more of an alpha thing, right? But now you get to couch it under the sigma because you're lacking all of the, you know what I'm saying, the outside confirmation.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Now you can couch it there because ain't nobody telling you, but this how you feel. So boom, you know, man, leading people, teaching people, and it says like this person can be a mentor and etc. But it kind of conflicts in a little bit, you know. So, am I in court? First off, I've been to court enough times. I don't dress up anymore. So shout out to all you novices going to court.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic. I used to hate when you go see the prosecutor and you got a bunch of people dressed up. You like, man, we gonna be here all day, man. Everybody who not dressed up, they boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Traffic ticket, some little bullshit fine. Mother got them suits on, them ties, them church shoes, them Stacey Adams. Hey, it's gonna be a long day. Nigga put them hard bottoms on. Yeah, we gonna be here for a little while.
Exactly. Man, oh man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I'm gonna go through this last one and we're gonna read this super chat. Hopefully I'm catching them with the stars. Omega male. Omega males are skilled introverts who don't need external Here we go. Pop culture portrays them as shyer and more reserved yin to the Zeta male yang. They're independent and very comfortable in their own company. They rather spend time coming up with usually brilliant new ideas and inventions of their own instead of socializing with others. They have uncouth but delightful senses of humor, and their theories often change the world for the better. Damn, I keep on hitting my name. Self-motivated, strategic, quiet. Careers they excel at: chemist, composer, inventor, mathematician. Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory is an example. You know what this is starting to sound like to me? Astrology signs.
Hold on now. Hold on. Wait. Hold on a minute.
Oh my goodness, man. No, I'm listening.
Nah, so again, man, yeah, listen, bro. This whole, bro, at this point, we had some motherfucking comic book shit. Omega, that's a mutant level. Goddamn, I ain't never even heard of this. I told you, I only heard of 4. So I ain't never even heard of this shit, bro. So to me, this is a 0%, bro. This shit don't exist, bro. Again, like how many scientists? We talk Dexter's Laboratory, nigga, a chemist and a scientist and all this. Like, come on, man, what are we doing, man? Stop.
Yo, Aaron.
Yeah, this was once me when I was bullied.
Huh? So you was both of the rare ones?
I mean, before I went to that military academy in high school, this was me. Remember when I said, I was an only child and I had a disdain for kids like coming out of the gate. I had a disdain for my peers because I simply couldn't relate to them. I didn't understand them. I wasn't interested in what they were interested in. And I was kind of non-confrontational. I was a gentle giant. And that's why I was bullied. Because they thought, I guess, let's make an example out of this one. He's big as a tree. You know what I mean? And I'm more interested in using the cerebellum. Can we talk this out? And I'm usually superior to people. And now they're really pissed because I done talked you into a hole. And now you really want to kick my ass. And I'm like, well, why is that even necessary? So yeah, no, this was and I was into like building shit. I was very much my own best friend. I'd go into a corner and disassemble a VCR, put it back together, and have it functioning the same way it functioned before I took it apart, and I'd have a pile of parts left over.
Let me ask you a question. If you could relate to your peers, would you have been outside playing as opposed to taking apart the VCR?
Oh, I was outside playing, but I know what you're saying. If I could relate to my peers, I don't know because I didn't give that's hard. That's really difficult to entertain that because even though I have integrated with society, I don't really give much of a fuck to care about society. Still, I don't need, a group. I'm still have that lone wolf. I can't jive with that kind of thinking.
So you were doing that because you preferred it or because you didn't relate, they tried to bully you and etc.
I preferred it, and that's what led to the bullying.
Wait, they knew you was inside fucking up the VCR?
Or outside, like, all right, another thing. At the age of about 12 years old, I'd walk down the street and find like an old lawnmower, broken, bring it back to my parents' house, fix it, and use it to go cut grass and make money. I didn't need friends for that. I'm fixing my own bicycle, or I'd take a bicycle frame apart and put it together with another frame, make a go-kart with one of those old lawnmower engines by myself.
Okay.
And because I was alone like that all the time, when I had to encounter my peers in school settings, I would be bullied because it's like I was not at home on the block playing pickup games. I wasn't playing football in the street or whatever. You know what I mean? I wasn't at the park. I didn't start playing football until that military academy. I didn't like it. You've heard me say it under my breath on these channels. I don't like football. I don't fuck with it. It was a God-given talent, and I wrung it out. But if I liked football, I'd be in the NFL.
Yeah.
I didn't go because fuck that sport. I like motorsports. One man operate, you in the car by yourself. And I don't have enough money to have an engineering team to support me. I got to turn my own wrenches.
Okay. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I don't know, man. I'm starting to get worried, man. They put these last two up here. It's starting to sound like astrology, man. Like, I've heard people try to guess people's signs, and you read the description of each sign, you know, like those star signs and all that. What is it called? Is that star? Are they called star signs? What do they call?
Yeah, it's just astrology, stars, whatever. Yeah.
They all start to run together. Oh, I knew you was
zodiac signs. That's what you're looking for. Zodiac signs.
You're like, I knew you was such and such. I'm like, but if I could be 4 out of the, how many is it? 6, 8? How many astrology signs are there?
Oh, it's 12.
It's 12?
Or 10 or 12, because they overlap. So it might it's like 10 or 12.
Don't ask me.
It's supposed to be like one per month. So I'll say, lady, 12. Yeah, it's either 12 or yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's one per month because it's one for every month.
So if I could be 5 out of the 12, how significant is it?
They saying 13.
Does it render it insignificant at that point? If I fit 6 of them?
Well, no. Again, so it's a Venn diagram, right? To where certain signs allegedly have the same traits, but they're predominant and clear in others. So yeah, it's like, yeah, you may have like a little of this, a little of that, but the strongest traits of your personality are gonna and then it's the melding of those, the perfect combination of those strong traits that is supposed to put your attributes into whatever your zodiac is.
Man, that shit, bro.
Put him in a
These stupid chats, man. I don't know. But these last two, Sigma and then Zeta, Omega. I don't know. The Sigma one, I understand that, like, you two may even fall into that gap more so. But for the overwhelming majority who claim it, I don't see it.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, that's cap.
Omar was popping. I never heard any of them, but while listening, you can find many world leaders showing those traits at different times. Man, F being modest. I'm talking about myself. I encompass all that shit. LOL. Salute to the top guys. Appreciate you. Oh, good shit on Saturday too. You know, O did 3 miles because he ran 1.5 miles one way. He had to run back. Feel me?
Shit like that.
That's good work. Let me play my man's for the first 20 ball of the day. Where is he at? I don't see him. There you go. Didn't fit. Dre with the 2000s. What dumbass would bully Aaron? That's good. He I don't know. Omar Smith with the 20 bucks. The true top guys know when to pull from all of those traits in order to get the best results for any situation.
Shit like that.
You must know when to be visible and when to be invisible, when to be heard and when to listen. Tony Golden was popping with the 2000s. Aaron, think Basquiat. Fantastic. Brotherfucker. Dre with the 2000s. In relation, 90% of men are beta. Damn. Roscoe with the $5 says, great stream, exclamation point. What are the panel's perspectives on the providers of old who had wives cheat on them and kids with other men pre-DNA testing? What were those men? Did they stay or leave?
Well, I don't think they knew.
Oh, well, I think it's moot then, right? Because if they didn't know that them kids weren't theirs, what they didn't have anything to respond to.
Yeah, Hold on, let's see, Roscoe. Ask the question, Roscoe, and I can get a better context.
Yeah. He talking now? All right, let me read these. You good?
Yeah,
Dre with the $2 says, don't ask about sexual past. You can verify if true. T Lee's with the $2 says, taking mad L's trying to give women what they want. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. That like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me make sure. Okay, let me get Sun is Hot Rob. Where is that shit? Hold on. There it goes. Rob was popping with the £5. Says Alpha, Beta, Delta, Sigma, Zeta, Omega, Male, Ellipsis. Whatever happened to just being a man? I don't know, man. I don't know. Did he re-ask his question?
Oh, no, he said that. He said what I said. He said they probably didn't know for the most part. They didn't know more often than not, probably. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think if they known and then we could go to what they did after they knew, I think we would kind of be able to make a determination. But if they didn't know, then what is their response to? Is a man a beta if his wife cheats or his woman cheats and he stays?
Yes.
No, he's an idiot. I'm not gonna tarnish beta male's image like that.
He gotta be one.
He both of them. Goddamn. If he an idiot, he a dumb beta. How about that? Hey, listen, bro. If a woman, especially like you said, hold up. So we just talking cheating, not having the whole kid, right? Because I want to make sure we're not conflating that. Because hey, she having the whole kid, we might have to do some Chris Benoit type shit. You feel me? The kid can live, but I don't know about you. But anyway, listen,
is he Delta?
Who?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the Delta thing again? I forgot. Just that quick.
Hardworking, loyal, responsible.
Hell no! Stop it. Fuck no.
He could be loyal.
Yeah, man. That's definitely beta behavior. That right there is unquestionable. If a woman knowingly cheats on you, again, she had the motherfucking making the sounds and the what I'm saying, the cry face. All right, while he getting to the bottom of that. And nah, man, come on, bro.
Well, if a woman cheats, then she, by virtue of cheating, has to knowingly cheat. I don't think a woman can unknowingly cheat. But I'm not saying that just because a man knows a woman cheats and sticks around, that labels him a beta. I think betas are more likely to fall into that. You know what I mean? Like if that were to happen, it's more likely to be a beta. But I don't think it's a trait of being a beta, because a delta, I think, could just as well be caught in the same circumstances. I don't think alphas are going to have that shit. But just because a man is is comfortable with being essentially a cuck, I don't think that indicting him as a beta or labeling him as a beta is the right thing. Because as betas will get the fuck up out of there.
Nah, the beta, that nigga is
he gonna stay.
He's remember, he's friendly, he's gentle, he's selfless, he's a nurse.
It doesn't say loyal.
He's a nurse, though. He's a social worker.
He gonna ask, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong, baby? How did I make you slip and fall on that dick? Pause.
Which one says loyal?
Delta.
Loyal is what?
But this nigga's shy. He's more reserved. He's
loyal is what?
Loyal is Delta.
I'm saying, but what does a loyal person do? Stick through thick and thin, no matter what type shit. They deal with it, period.
But the beta male, he creates meaningful friendships. Meaningful friendships means what?
She ain't cheating if it's meaningful.
Shit. Meaningful, is there no loyalty or trust?
That's the thing. For it to be meaningful, loyalty and trust are now in the conversation, which means the probability that she's cheating should be lower. We're looking at this thing outbound, not inbound. The loyalty is going outbound with a man who's willing to be a cuck. If he's willing to stay with a woman who he knows is cheating on her, that is the most severe and intense sign of loyalty one could ever ask. And that ain't a beta description. Loyalty.
Yeah, I agree with your I agree. That's just, I think that's stupidity coupled
That's
with
what
that.
it is.
But
Now, the beta male may have soft presenting personality traits, but they don't speak to loyalty. He might go out the door a crying, sobbing mess. And he might be hurt. But loyalty means this guy's sticking around. This guy's going to ride the back of the trash truck for the rest of his.
Aaron, you just windmilling. Like you just windmilling. Come on, man. You just windmilling. Yo, you can't tell me he's great at romantic partners, right? Long-term marriages, children that adore him, selfless, great at meaningful relationships. Just because it's not specifically saying loyal, all of these things, they literally amount to that. He has a lot of domestic success. He's shy and more reserved. So if that be the case, how many women do we even got access to?
Wait a minute. It's my belief that women want the beta male in certain circumstances. She wants the beta to be a beta to her.
But you playing a sum game. You playing a sum game.
Most women want a beta male to her.
No. Aaron, they say one thing, but based on our relationship, it can't be true.
No, they want two things. Like we want lady in the sheets, freak in the sheets. They want an alpha in the world and a beta in the house.
That's the thing, bro. That's also a shit that we may have to stop saying. If you get a girl from outside, you bring her inside, and she wilding when she get inside, what is the chance? You think your mind gonna be able to just like Mr. Fitzpatrick said, as long as you don't ask, long as you don't find out Yeezy taught her. Like, we can't keep trying to have everything at once. We can't have our cake and eat it too. It's not realistic, i.e. the state of our relationships.
No. It's not realistic, but it's not impossible is what I'm saying. You can have you can marry a virgin and turn her into your own personally tailored fit freak. And in the bed, she is a whole whore based on the tutelage you've provided her since you married her. And she started out a virgin. You're the only one she ever knows. But boy, she's swinging from the chandeliers, and she still puts on that tea length and serves the hors d'oeuvres at the dinner party.
Here's what you got to understand, right? Here's what you got to understand. There's shit. So, all right, let me use myself. When I was outside, there's things women came through the door with that I didn't even know that they could do. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that, like, they. So that's the thing. You talking about teaching? It's only what you know, but you don't even know unless you get all this experience.
No. That's why I said you can tailor make the freak who you marry a virgin. And then you tailor her. All she needs is a desire to have sex and a love for sex. And if you're all she's ever known, you teach her everything you like. That's all she knows. So for you, she is a tailor fit freak. For somebody else, she's going to be lousy. But for you, it's chandelier time.
Okay. I just want us to understand, lady in the sheets, freaking, what is it? Lady in the street.
Lady in the streets, freak in the sheets.
You're not getting this is unrealistic. Just like the woman wanting the alpha and a beta at the same time.
It's rare. I grant you that. I'm just saying we can't speak in absolutes. I'm just identifying things objectively. Now, the probability of these things coming to fruition is very low.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm arguing the sum game. Because
no. It's a minority. It's not a sum.
But not minority. I think it's nominal.
Even still, going back to the original discussion of Does a man who knows a woman's going out the door on him make him a beta? No, that is not a guaranteed indictment.
Okay, so it makes
Because
sense.
it can also be a Zeta who actually has the number one trait that would cause that, and that's loyalty to a fault. If he can be a Zeta, he doesn't have to be a beta.
Okay, so he stays. He's a what? A Delta?
An idiot, fool, dumbass. Lost the plot.
But Aaron, the game is we are assessing the male personality types. So idiot, nonetheless, where does he reside? Is he an alpha?
Beta or Zeta, 50-50 split. He's going to be one or the other, most likely. Probability is 50% beta, 50% Zeta. Or Zeta, whatever one that had the loyalty, the hardworking, the guy on the trash truck, the loyal guy, the company man.
Every time we might have to combine it. This shit is confusing me. Hold on a second.
The one that says cheaper to keeper, the one just a beer in a truck and he don't care. The one that's fine with just no, you know what I mean? He's more likely probably to become an alcoholic. Just drink away. Look, I just want to get to the other end of this whole thing. Get these kids up out of here. You know what I mean?
No. What does he do? Stay because the kids are young after he got cheated on?
No, I'm saying that's how he looks at life. He's essentially get the kids up out of here and then just go in the shed. You know what I mean? He just checks out. His spunk is gone. His drive, you know what I mean? Loyalty drove him into a hole, and it's just about the beer.
So, Mr. Fantastic, you just gonna sit here.
I'm listening, man. Y'all monitor it out, man. Listen, I've said I gotta say. Listen, bro. Listen. A man that stays with a woman, and the crazy part about it is, like I said, we more like at this point in stage, we've seen a man do that. Bro, he has no control in their relationship. He does not. She wears the pants. She's in control, and at any given point in time, he either has some underlying, pre-existing trauma or something, right? He usually has abandonment issues, confidence issues. There are a lot of other things that are psychologically related to that for a man that's willing to stay with a woman that he knows, again, like I say, he knows has cheated, right? Once he knows for a fact that whether she comes and tell him or he finds out that, unequivocally, this woman has let another man, enter her vagina during the time where he's providing and protecting her, and he stays, bro, that's loser shit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, like, we get into the personality aspect of it and whatever. I'm still leaning towards the beta thing just because I guess, and it may be kind of unfair. So if you're going strictly by definition, as Aaron says, he has a point. That shows some major loyalty. But then too, like I said, he's actually, giving some reality there to say I think it's a lot of stupidity there, either from a maturity standpoint or maturity experience or self-confidence, like I said. So that's for me, man. You cannot not be beta. Just like, so hemp shit, we can say you said it earlier, right? So shit on the horoscope shit, this can be some shit to where you are 2 and 1 at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You're 2 different fucking personality types at the same time, because you are letting that woman fucking, because if once probably everybody else already know. And I've been in this situation where, I had people come to me and ask for advice, and I'm like, hey man, it couldn't be me, my nigga. But ultimately, you're a grown ass man, you gonna do what you want to do. And they was telling me how he literally said he was the last to know. He literally had people telling him, family members and friends and others, like, hey man, your wife out here, she wilding. Nah, man, I love her and this and other, blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. That's why I say, hey man, a lot of you niggas want to shoot for these badass, fine ass bitches, bro. If you can't handle that shit, don't go for it, nigga. Cause she'll be out here doing them dicks and you'll still be there staying with it.
Down. Yeah, man. I don't know if these titles help clarify or convolute, like, these personality types and traits. But when we look at 50-50 in providers, that was just kind of just like a question. But 50-50 in providers, the archetypes, the personality traits that would be 50-50, would that more certainly be delta and beta also?
No. So delta and beta will actually be the main provider. That would be the person where he feels like the woman shouldn't have to do anything. So actually the alpha more aligns with the 50-50 to say, hey, look, you gotta contribute something to this, just like I'm contributing something to this, because hey, you're not just gonna sit around and be pretty or just benefit from my hard work by yourself. And then the sigma and different things and so on and so forth. So I think actually, like I said, when people claim that that's an alpha male thing, and two, like you said, a lot of dudes go I pay 100% because they automatically think that gives them 100% of the say and the leverage. When you come to find out that's not the case in 99% of the situations. The man who's truly getting the best out of the deal is the man that's giving whatever he's giving, right? And then he's getting 100% of that woman. So she's still cooking, she's still cleaning, she's still homemaking, she's doing the nurturing and the stuff for the kids with their kids, but at the same time she's contributing financially just like you're doing. You see what I'm saying? And you're actually getting. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just thinking about the entire dynamic, right? I think we're siloing like money wise, but the beta and the delta, where's the leadership quality to be that sole provider? Because that comes with a lot of what's the word? A lot of responsibility, a lot of weight.
Yeah, but I think the emotional duty he feels and the feelings he feels towards that woman, to where we accept the principle that a beta more likely than not is going to pedestalize a woman. He's going to objectify. He's going to what I'm saying, he's going to put her higher than him. Correct?
No, yeah, but his outside drive, right, based on how he is, ain't gonna allow him to pay all the bills, no matter how much he wants to.
Yeah, he's willing to though. So and that's how he end up getting cheated on. So what he does is all he makes is the 50,000-60,000, right? And his wife, all she wear, or she get her nails did twice, every 2 weeks. She get her hair did once a month, and he can't afford it, but he drowns in the fact, the matter that he's trying, he's willing to do it, and then at the same time, while she's spending all his money and she's not contributing, she gets some dick too. You feel me? So that the willingness to do it doesn't really have to fit for to be the provider, to be the capabilities, as long as, like I said, the woman's benefiting. The providing aspect is pretty much how does the woman benefit from a financial standpoint? You feel me? More so than the intent or his stature as a man.
Yeah, drive can come from different places. Selflessness can drive someone, and drive them to what? Just to work hard, not necessarily to succeed or achieve.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand. All right. This shit is going like, fuck it. Both of y'all playing in some game.
No.
Yeah. Both of y'all playing this some game bullshit. It's like, what? Selflessness mean that nigga, he don't even got the backbone for the shit.
But him, he's willing to he backbone or not. That's literally the crux of the whole thing. Him not having a backbone allows him to give this woman any and everything he has. He willing to go broke. He willing to work 2 jobs, and struggle, okay, to make this woman happy, to keep her. That's the fucking 100% provider, more so than the alpha dude that's gonna be out here. Because the alpha, we know what come with that. The alpha nigga that's got it. So look here, bitch. Listen, hey, I pay all these bills, all right, and I do all this and the other. Don't ask me about what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not here. Don't question me about, what I'm saying, the money I spend and where it's going. Don't even check the credit card statement, okay? Because all you're gonna do is cause problems. All right. You ain't paying no bills around here. So hey, I'm paying them. It's my show, or you can motherfucking go. So that's an alpha. His provision comes with motherfucking his provision comes with fucking you know what I'm saying, qualifiers and you know what I'm saying, she gonna take something with that. But that beta though, he's gonna try, even though if he and then there are some successful betas, but like you said, but that's we'll just stick to the point where we're saying the majority of betas are not going to be highly successful. Even though they're not highly successful, that's the motherfucker where they say, like, right, a woman don't choose the man that's got everything and can give you the world. Choose the man that's got nothing and, you know what I'm saying, will try some shit like that. You know what I mean? The motherfucker that got the dollar, right? So the man, you know what I'm saying, a person can, the richest person in the world can be the motherfucking is the man that's that with greed, right? But the richest person in the world can only have $1, while the poorest person in the world can all you have is greed or some shit like that.
Yeah, the rich man ain't gonna give you nothing. The poor man will give you his last dollar. But wait,
exactly.
The doctor is one of the job fields described in the beta, and we all know they get money. I have well, I'm looking at my wife. She looking at me with these big eyes. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say it. I'm a
Too.
mute.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something, man. Who are you, and what did y'all do with Mr. Fantastic and Iceman?
What are you talking about? I said they motherfucking beta, man. Listen, a beta can be a provider, bro. We see it all the time. You see, again, we just where was it? It might have been on one of the shows, man. We was talking about what the woman, bro. These women get to they money is they money, your money is they money. That's the most beta shit ever. Like you said, bro, there are doctors that are betas, there are nurses that are betas, there are dudes that make a good little bit of money that are betas, and because again, crazy shit, right? So this is all right. So this right.
What?
So
man? What?
this check this out. So this chick I know, right? This chick I know, she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, look, I got something going on at the job, la la la, like, but I don't know how to handle it." And she showed it to me, and I was like, "Bruh, that's not a man doing that. That's a woman." So pretty much, like, she worked with the dude, and dude messaged her on some work shit, right? The wife of the dude sees that he messaged her on some work shit. So the wife immediately, you know what I'm saying, on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He sends this motherfucking text message saying, "Hey, I apologize for this and this and this and this and this and all this other shit, la la la." Mm-hmm. Then after that, like a day later or so, a gap, she starts getting messages from the same nigga that just apologized from even like asking her a work question. You feel me? And I was like, yo, that's not no fucking man. That's her. I'm saying that's that whole playing on your phone. That's that whole that's mad that's trying to pretty much act like y'all not having to act or nothing going. He makes more money than her, him. He makes good money to him.
Okay.
And this nigga pretty much she said, buddy came back to work, lumped the fuck up. Him, he came back to work with the motherfucking Martin after he fought Tommy Hearns, like you know what I'm saying, the pumpkin head, bro. His wife beats him. His wife beats him, and he's a provider. And and make it even worse, she mid. But to him, that's, you know what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, man, you got to get the beta niggas ain't broke. All the beta niggas ain't broke, him. There's a beta nigga. You I think you're conflating a man's I'm with you. A man's drive and his likelihood to succeed, right? With his likelihood to succeed because of him having the alpha traits. Hey, I'm gonna take charge, I'm gonna take lead, all these different things, strong personality, cool, fine. But like we say, are we saying now, because we only attributed what 5% of men being alphas, right? So are we saying that other 95% of men are failures? No, of course not, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So if you keep it in tune with just the math, it's going to have to add up to where, even though, you know, the other 95% of those men are not alphas, you're still going to have a substantial number of those that are still financially successful. That's all we're saying. And they're going to, and like I said, they're going to fall into the greatest number of the 50% that's going to be the betas. You feel me? So that's all we're saying. And those guys are going to give up everything they got to give up for fucking you know, to keep that old lady.
He let his wife whoop his ass.
Hey man, he ain't let her. He didn't let her.
Yo, man,
outside your head, nigga, like the Gap Band. What you gonna do?
Golly, man. Ezekiel Ben Israel, shalom. My brother, true to you, my brother. Crimson.
Shit like that.
Thank you for the super sticker, man. Hope all is well. Appreciate you for being here. Aaron with the 2000. Alpha fucks beta pay the bucks. Rolo to not quoting that fucking shitting me. Roscoe with the $5 says, my question is, do men get different results out of a relationship solely being 50-50 versus 100%? Respect comes mainly from a man himself, in my opinion. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But these two playing the sum game with me. So Omar Smith with the $5 says, Ham, LOL. Them 304s are housewives too, exclamation point. I love making them blush. Like, who taught you how to like that? Down. LOL. While grabbing that ponytail. Nah, you right. I agree. But she was a freak in the street too, though. That's the thing. Like, she not gonna learn all them tricks and then get to come home and be outside like nobody don't know she know all them tricks. That's all I'm saying. Know what I mean? Tommy, what's poppin'? Mr. Fantastic, we might have to consolidate. Maybe it's just me.
What's up, man? What's happening, Fantastic? Aaron Trigger.
What up? What up?
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead, Tommy.
I think the beta thing, and I'm not into all the whole beta alphas thing, but I think that's more of a characteristic of it's like your character more than it's your pockets. Because I got a homeboy that, like, the reason why I would see him as beta is because, like, the nigga tippy toes around his house. You feel me? He fears his wife attitude type shit. And that's more the characteristics that I look at when you're scared to kind of be yourself in your own house because of the repercussions of what's going to come from her. That's more of what I see as beta than, you know, any of this money, because the best tricks in the world got money. You kind of got to have it to be it. You feel me? So any of this money, because the best tricks in the world got money. You kind of got to have it to be it. You feel me? So any of this money, because the best tricks in the world got money. You kind of got to have it to y'all hearing that replay, or is that me? So, money, because the best tricks.
I thought you were still talking.
Nah, I'm tripping. I'm like, that replay, or is that me?
I thought you were still talking.
That's one of the last two that came up. It's got to be one of the last two people that came up. I got to mute y'all. YouTube.
Let me mute Lamar. Hold on. That's Lamar. Lamar got the whole he.
I'm like,
Lamar must be goddamn double streaming the episode.
I'm already muted, man.
Looking like Kasim Senior.
But
Kasim Senior is crazy. Go ahead, Tommy.
No, but I think a lot of that is, even when you talk that happy wife, happy life stuff, like a lot of that comes from that. Is what can I?
The road done got Tommy.
Tommy, we can't. Check. I think you good now, Lamar. Tommy, you back?
I'm good.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if Tommy is it. Can we hear him? Tommy, you on mute. There you go.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it jumped to the radio. No, I was just saying, like, that mentality of happy wife, happy life, and it pretty much F my happiness is all about, like, that's that mentality. That mentality of shit, it's going again. It pretty much F my happiness is all about, like, that's that mentality.
Can you share my screen, Hap?
Oh, yeah, I can. It's Lamar shit echoing. Lamar, something is echoing crazy. Like, it's the best, worst echo I've ever heard.
Yeah, I've never heard a replay like that.
Hey, there's a shit you. Lamar, that's what your audio is doing. What the video is doing, your audio is doing.
That's a fact, though.
No, for sure, because it's echoing like 3 different times.
Like, it wasn't doing it. Then Tommy started talking and started doing it.
It was Groundhog Day, 3 seconds.
That's crazy.
Now you're trying to talk and he's muted.
You muted.
Got that internet, boy. Good gracious.
And what about now?
Oh, there you go.
Is it okay now?
Check.
Okay, what's up with the disrespect?
Yeah,
for
okay. I don't hear no
intelligent
replay now. I think you good.
nurses
There you
and
go.
social workers.
Social workers? I mean, it's one man in there and 30 women.
Yeah, motherfucker that saved our lives.
Who?
It's okay, but y'all, when y'all want to delete those stuff, y'all go to them, right?
No, nobody goes to a social worker.
Social workers.
No. You go to a psychiatrist or a therapist for that, brother.
You go to the firearm store.
Okay, when you ask, but when you come with COVID, y'all came to the nurses, nigga. We are more intelligent than y'all guys. You might move a piano when you fucking.
You say that one more time,
Hey,
could you please?
we finna do this. We finna do this because first off, all of y'all start wiping ass. I ain't never had to wipe no grown man ass, so don't brag about that. Now you got to make it to.
You right on that one.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Right, it depends on the money.
Shout out to the male nurses though, man. Shout out to the male. Them niggas, listen.
For real,
Hey.
what's up with disrespect for intelligent people though? Okay, man.
No, we trying to understand where y'all fall in the category. Nobody's saying nobody's smart. There's a little, that's soft. You know what I mean? Like it's just the mindset.
Like shaming the smart motherfuckers.
No, not smart. The soft motherfuckers. Like
nurses got women. We got the women doing dumbass. Come on, think about it.
What? Go, Lamar. Go.
Women are in nursing, right?
Yeah.
It's more intelligent. Well, what I'm saying is our black community, anybody that's intelligent, not a piano mover, or if I can make you dance or something like that, we not respected. You know what I'm saying? And we blame about the community. Oh, we suffering. Yeah, y'all suffering because y'all barbarian. Like you got fucking acorns in fucking inside your head. Show respect. Is somebody intelligent? They're a doctor or a lawyer, or they use their brains for
lawyers
to get advanced in life.
Sorry, Lamar, before you finish windmilling, nobody was talking about them being intelligent or not. We're saying what category do they reside in based on how they view and operate in the earth. So what will happen if you're a nurse, you tap into the specific traits that
saving lives is how intelligent. No. Yeah, and Kobe, y'all ass were hiding in the house.
Slow down.
We were risking our lives for y'all niggas ass.
Slow down.
But now you say, oh.
Slow down. Y'all had to go to work.
Oh, they not
y'all wasn't because y'all wanted to. You needed a job. You had to go to work, right? And we appreciate y'all going to work, doing what you always did to save lives.
Not really.
Right? But
no, we didn't have to.
Hold on.
No, we don't have to.
Slow down. Come on.
No, we didn't have to. That's the problem.
I'm gonna ask you.
We can stay home.
I'm gonna ask you one more time because there's no need for this conversation to be a mess this soon, right? It doesn't even make sense. What I was saying was we're not talking about how intelligent they are. We're talking about the result, the characteristics that come out from doing those jobs. Like, for instance, as a nurse, the compassion is probably higher. The care for others, the selflessness is probably higher. But based on the character traits for each male personality type, those type of characteristics fall into beta male. So it wasn't about intelligence; it's about how it was categorized. Go ahead.
So is No, check it out. Is Jeff Bezos a beta?
He could be.
I'd put my money on it.
What about Bill Gates? Is he a beta?
Could be.
I know they beta billionaires. Yeah, alpha males living in fucking their parent basement. It's a joke to me because it's like, oh, I'm an alpha male living pianos and shit. But this nigga is a brain surgeon. Oh, he's a beta. I'm better than him. There's no such thing. You're not better than somebody that's more intelligent than y'all.
I don't think it's a better or worse. I think it's just a personality. It's a characteristic. I don't think it
Yeah.
makes you better or worse. I think it's just what you are. Now as it relates to your job, I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying I think that just relates to, like, that was my problem with this space is a lot of the times they speak
I
as
don't
if
want to.
everybody can be an alpha, and it's
I don't
like,
want to
no,
go.
you got to have different. Okay, go ahead.
Well, listen, I don't. This space. I ain't even come from whatever this space
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
right? But I like where you go understanding it, like where you going, Tommy. But I don't know what Lamar is even attacking. He just having his own conversation, and we
His
fall.
feelings hurt about something. You know he a nurse. That's why he like fuck everybody in this motherfucker. Hey, Lamar, I got a nursing degree
You
too,
said
bro.
that. No,
It's
no,
all
no,
good.
no. You
I'm not
said
hurt.
about nurses and social workers, the people that saved y'all fucking lives. Y'all attacked them, right?
No. That's what he's saying.
No.
Lamar, so Lamar, wait, well, let's level set. So Lamar, what did you hear that was said, and maybe we can get proper context?
I apologize for cutting you off. I just know you was about to answer, but he don't give a damn what. No, none of us is saying. He just want to get his shit off.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So he needs to let us know what he heard, so we can know what he's addressing or what his issue. Because we didn't shit on no profession, brother. We didn't shit on any, especially anything of intelligence. So what did you hear that got you here?
Okay. Well, I heard him say, well, if you're a social worker or a nurse, then you must be insufficient as a man. That's not true.
What are you talking about, Lamar? No, I did not.
That's
say
not true. You got to be a beta if you take care of. If you save lives, you got to be a fucking beta.
Nobody said that.
It's a fucking joke to me.
What's happening? Nobody.
I think I know what's happening. Lamar, do you associate a
I
beta?
apologize now, but
I didn't
know,
say
but
that, though.
run it back, okay?
I didn't say that though. There was no.
I'm a nurse and I risk my life for the saving motherfuckers like y'all. But what I'm saying is, it's a disrespect for me to go out in COVID and risk my life for motherfuckers think it's not worth it. That's what I'm saying.
No, you making us look bad.
Piano mover. I move pianos. I'm alpha.
You making us look bad, bro.
My boy Lamar half slow.
Man, he took that personal. That's crazy.
I don't even know what he. I don't even know what he. It's hard to respond because I don't know what he's
I
talking.
might be making it look bad, but what I'm saying is, if when they show disrespect to me, I gotta show disrespect to them. No, what I'm saying is, you run it back. You said social workers, which should be not important. Male nurses should not be important.
Lamar, what are you talking about?
Can we get somebody else in or what? Can we?
Do you eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, Lamar? And when you do you start seeing?
You know what? Maybe he got a delay. Yeah, maybe he does got a delay.
All right, let me get in.
No, I got a big dick and I eat fucking.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Where
we going?
Come on now.
Pause, man. Pause. Damn, Lamar, this shit. Look, you know I got a nursing degree. I got my second bachelor's in nursing. Okay. So you making us look real bad. I was not hurt by anything.
The only thing I want to say is, what I'm saying, I know it might be debating you. What I'm saying is, respect the social workers who saving people's lives, who trying to save people's lives, and respect the nurses that trying to save people's lives. That's all I'm saying. Even though you can pick up a rock and shit, it doesn't mean that you all that. That's what I'm saying.
Bet. So let me get in here.
So back to the topic.
Yeah. You know what? As I was listening to it, I think that one of the issues on this topic is that the classification of males, like the hierarchy, that's natural. And we keep trying to use the socially constructed world to define that. It's never going to work. It's not about money, none of that. It's about behavioral characteristics, natural behavioral characteristics. And it's actually also about sexual hierarchy. All right. So the best example I could use for you, if one group of men and one group of women were stranded on an island, that man that they all want, that top dude, that's the alpha dude. That's the most masculine dude in the group. He took charge. He don't feel comfortable if he's not in charge. And that's all the women's natural ability to be like, I want to be that choice. I want to be that dude's wife. I'm going to cling on to him. Whatever dude those women start following around like they puppies, that's the alpha dude. It's natural. It's natural for a beta. And let me make this statement too. Betas actually run the fucking world. This alpha shit is fake. A man has to be measured in demeanor enough to accept the rule of law, right? To sit down when he's told. Like alphas and the doctors and the nurses, these are the men that run the world. They actually run the world. Alphas are very few and far in between. And if we're actually going to be honest, most people don't like them. Most people don't like alphas. They don't like them. They have to be in charge. That nigga that know it all, that'll push anybody out the way. I got this shit. Move that. Y'all don't like those alpha niggas. That's why I don't like this socially constructed stuff we put into it, because it's a natural hierarchy among men. That's all
Can I ask a question? Do you have to be one or the other at all times?
Hello to anybody?
What's up, everybody, too? But do you have to be one or the other at all times, or can you?
Were you raised by wolves or something?
I said, "What's up?"
Everybody.
So y'all gonna answer the question.
First Lamar, now you go ahead, man.
So do you have to be one or the other at all times, or can you be back and forth?
First of all, how everybody doing? I want to answer that question because I was just about to say that same point.
Go ahead.
You're nothing 24/7. You can still be an alpha in your personal life and personal situations, but still be a staff sergeant in the Army. Because people are going to be over you. You're a staff sergeant in the Army. You got a lot of people under you, but you know the first E7s and ups and the colonels and generals, they all over you. So at the same time, you got to play your role with them because of your position. So just because you don't run everything in life, don't make you not an alpha. Because sometimes even the alpha has to listen to somebody because that's just how life works. Like Trigger Mike said, we got to listen to the law. Alpha don't mean you just walking around, walking through walls and through people. You know, you walk in a straight line like the juggernaut, and anybody in your way, you walk over their chest. You walk over cars. You just walking through stuff like you invincible. It's just how you handle yourself in your personal interactions, your relationships, and how you handle when people deal with you. You know what I'm saying? When you don't put up with certain things in your situations and things of that surrounding. And last but not least, a beta, the jobs really don't determine it. It's personality traits. You can be a beta nurse or a beta doctor. I mean, an alpha nurse or an alpha doctor.
But before you finish, though, you about to contradict yourself.
In what way?
Because you were saying at the job, you may not be alpha. And now you're about to say, but a job isn't defining or a determining factor.
Well, yeah, it's not a determining factor because a job to a lot of people is just a job. You can be an alpha and still be a nurse, as long as you conducting yourself as an alpha in your personal relationships and personal situations. Jobs, we leave jobs at work a lot of times.
What type of nurse is this?
What's up?
What type of nurse is this? Because everything can't be, y'all not going to play this game today. Everything can't be everything based on when it's convenient for someone. So for instance, maybe I could see it in an ER nurse, right? If you ever seen an ER nurse, how ER nurses respond and correspond and act, it's much different than a goddamn, what's that shit? Postpartum nurse. So if he's a postpartum nurse, sorry, he's not an alpha male. If he's an ER nurse, I'm using it to illustrate a point, right? I know all y'all expert on babies, right? I get it. I understand. But if you're in a high intense environment and situations in an ER, as an example, that man, those nurses present differently, right? I'm just using postpartum because oftentimes when women are in postpartum, it's much more of a it's just like a calmer situation. Obviously, if she didn't go through dramatic trauma and things of that nature. If you guys ever had a kid, like postpartum is pretty chill. Like that floor is pretty chill overwhelmingly. So that's why I'm using it as an example. Lamar, there's no way you're going to shake your head no, I got mad kids. I've been in postpartum several times. You're not going to tell me that that's not more chill than ER. Stop.
But I agree with Red Pill. Oh, go ahead.
But to reply to him real quick,
me too.
I was talking to Red Pill.
Die in postpartum. The problem is y'all thinking that they're gonna be okay.
You misunderstand, right? You misunderstand. This
Kids
is
die post. I ever saw a kid.
Yeah. So what
born
actually happens
all of they
when you
things that
have
need to be born with.
so like when you have
like a
high
heart,
risk pregnancies,
ears, and
right? When you have high risk pregnancy, as an example, you know your babies aren't even birthed in the what's the wing called, Lamar? Where all the babies are born. What's that wing called?
Maternity ward.
Yeah, your baby's actually birthed in ICU.
It's a NICU.
NICU, yeah, the NICU for the kids.
No,
for the
that's a NICU. I had a child that was choking on her cord.
Now he thought they exposed himself trying to be too smart. NICU is for infants who have already born and they're in ICU. I'm saying maternity ward is where the babies are actually born.
I can't expose myself. How can I expose myself?
When you have a high risk pregnancy, they're born in the actual ICU. So as an example, when my twins were born, it was 40 people in the room because each baby has to have their own team. Right? This was because it's high risk. One of them had to be he was upside. Was it when the feet are first?
Breach.
Right? And so he had to be pushed back in, and then she had to get a cesarean and then pull back out while his feet were hanging out.
You think they not shit? What the fuck, my nigga?
That's what I'm saying. Like I've seen it enough to know like there's differences with these nurses, how these nurses respond and act. You have to have different personalities of being in a specific ward. But you know what? It's my fault for using that as an example because people think they know, right? As opposed to just taking this walk with the example. All I'm saying is that those people do the same job, but they have much different personalities. Because I wanted to understand what Red Pill was trying to get at.
Can you have a chill job and still be an alpha though? Like if I have a chill job, I can still be an alpha, right? Or no?
What do you consider chill?
As you described the nursing job, somebody could be, or whatever, whichever section that you described or whatever, they could have a chill job and still be alpha in their everyday life. Like my job don't determine if I'm. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Well, no, CJ, I think it's an interesting question, and I don't even know if Red Pill got to respond.
Well, I was pretty much going to say the same thing as him. Like your job don't define who you are per se. Sometimes a job is just a job.
I'm saying something. All right. Now I have to play this game.
Okay, the majority of the time, a job is just a job. You just going to collect the check.
Too much of this flip flopping. We're not really getting anywhere. So let me ask you a question. With those personality traits, Red Pill didn't trigger Mike. With an alpha personality trait,
okay,
it's gonna be good. Hold on.
Somebody, a preacher man.
Lamar,
is he the alpha?
Lamar, you started off. You kind of making things go a little bit downhill. I'm not asking for your opinion right now at the moment. It was actually on Red Pill initially, but he got cut off and he obliged CJ. And I want to ask Trigger Mike the same question. Right? So just slow down. It ain't all about nursing and social workers. We respect people who do hard jobs. But it doesn't mean that you don't have characteristics that men do not put on a pedestal. We don't put things like compassion and things of that nature on a pedestal. Whether or not we should is a different conversation. So, now what am I about to ask? Oh, do you guys think that a man who has those alpha characteristics is going to be good in a job that is not challenging or anything? Like, do you think his personality type is going to fit something that's chill if that's what he does for a living or a career? I don't see those things coinciding, but if I'm wrong, tell me how.
Well, yeah, definitely no, because again, like, so the thing about the alpha is the alpha makes everything his own. The alpha takes command no matter what position you put him in. So even in a thing that may be chill or so on and so forth, right? He's going to be that person as to where everyone looks to him to be, to get shit done. Or to, because again, like I said, it's levels, right? So, no, I don't think anyone is anything for forever. I think you pretty much, especially, as a man and just as a person developing, you may start out as a beta, right? Because you didn't have a father, you didn't have masculine guidance, you have so on and so forth. But you become an alpha because again, you learn certain traits, and then you gain your own personal level of expertise or perfection in whatever it is that you're in. You mold that. Then you work it into your craft. And like I said, I think the most important thing these are personality types. right? So like I say, I think one of the biggest things that people are getting conflated, or like it's like a hard thing. Your job does not correlate to your personality type. You know what I'm saying? That's fact. That's facts 1,000%. You know, because like I said, it's a dude that's let's say what he has a Shopify thing, right? He's a Shopify. What do they call it? Drop ships. He's a drop shipper. There's nothing alpha whatsoever about a drop shipping thing, because he literally all he does is go online, work from online, and get the connection wherever he get, and then he ships it off right once you order it. But think about it though, this dude is highly successful at fucking drop shipping, even though he has no one to work with or work for or anything other than just so on and so forth. Because like you said, we start getting into the other traits of determination, his willingness and drive to be successful, and all these different things. So that's why I just say I think that's where we're starting to miss each other a little bit, because you can't say a cool or laid back job is not alpha. You know what I'm saying? That's alpha is strictly to the person, and then everything else comes, you know what I'm saying, around that.
Okay. So Red Pill Trigger Mike, same question.
So I mean, the last part is what Fantastic said is what I agree with. All socially constructed things take away. We can't define any of these natural things with all the socially constructed things. The reason I use that desert island example is because when you break things down to the natural state of how things are supposed to be, that's when behavioral characteristics come out. I think the alpha characteristic that we talk about most is that they cannot help but be in control. They're not comfortable if they're not in control, right? And that's more of a natural setting. We can't really relate it to jobs because we live and we're born into a socially constructed world. So when a man starts to seek control of his environment, he will ascend to those job listings that they put under there, right? So it's like he's not comfortable. Like, what type of dude? If you'll notice, I think Hamp, you've worked probably in jobs. You've seen the dude that can't help but talk about getting to the top, and everybody else was more laid back and reserved about their career path. It don't matter if the alpha, the beta, the delta, the zeta are all doing the same job right now. Their characteristics are going to be different on what their trajectory is going to be moving later, right? Because that's the natural proclivity of alpha. I'm burning down everything. Y'all playing around. I told you, like, everybody don't like that dude all the time. Like, dude, chill. God damn. It ain't that serious. You don't want to get married. You're just gonna roll over the earth till you get to the top. So I think in a natural situation, that's when those characteristics really come out.
Red Pill.
Pretty much like everybody said, the job doesn't define who you are in your entirety. In most cases, you could be an alpha, have a certain kind of job, but you're still gonna have that. Even at that job, you're still going to fall into that leadership role. The other nurses are always gonna come to you as the go-to man when stuff ain't right. When stuff decisions gotta be made, people just gravitate towards you, and everything you from the leadership. But see, people think of alpha and think that chest beating caveman don't listen to nobody. That's just not realistic, because you gotta be logical in this world. Just like it could be 10 alpha men up here, but we understand and respect that this your channel. So if you say something or tell a person to stop, we fall back. It don't make us less alpha, because even in the world of alphas, you still understand respect and respecting someone else's kingdom and territory. So this alpha thing ain't, I say what I want, I do what I do, and no, I don't listen to nobody. We hard charging. That's why you can work any job and do it, because you understand that even though that's your core, it waxes and wands depending on situations, because you have to make it in society. But in stuff you got 100% control of, like your relationships in your house and stuff, it's 24/7, as much as you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think setting matters, right? You have to have situational awareness. So, all right, let me ask you guys a question. Where do you think you lie? I want to see something. Where do you think you lie?
I'm in there.
Which one?
I control every situation I'm in, where I'm at work, at the house, whatever. I take charge in what I do. I believe strongly in what I do the first time. I don't try to second guess it. Family is first in my book at all times. And anything I do, that's the first thing I think about. Make sure that I know the goal is set, and that's the initiative. That's when I wake up in the morning. That's what it is. Everything's a take charge situation. And that's how I feel about it. So
you feel like you're an alpha?
I wouldn't say like crazy alpha. I don't know how y'all describing it, like brute force type, yeah. But I am I think I'm more logical than anything. I think more than I take, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a bullheaded approach. You hear me?
Okay. So what do you think you are?
I guess I would say that, yeah. I don't put myself in no beta side. If it's anything in between that, probably a little bit on the top tier of that. But yeah, I would say that.
Okay. Leon, where you at? Where you?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir. What's popping?
What's going on with everybody? Salute. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of hard to follow all of them and remember it, but I just say whichever one is more like blue collar work, because I'm pretty much an average 28-year-old working, so it's not really too much to it, trying to advance in life, advance in some type of business. So it's not really, it's cut and dry with me.
Are you friendly?
I'm social. I'm not a mean ass nigga. Like,
Sound like a Delta.
Are you gentle?
nah, definitely not gentle. More so,
Are you shy?
blunt. Like, I'm the friend everybody come to when they want real advice. Like when your homie call you, be like, "Hey, yo, cuz, I need your information about something. Keep it real with me. I'm that homie, cause I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit with you. I'm gonna just be like, bro, you cheating on your girl, bro. She got a problem with that. You haven't fixed your behavior. If you want her to change, you got to change. I'm that type of homie.
Okay, so it would be maybe number 4, which was Delta.
Yeah, break it down again, just so I'll have like
hardworking, loyal, responsible, dependable, and unpretentious. Every male friend group benefits from Delta males.
Yeah, that's right on the head.
Okay, that's what she said. CJ.
Sheesh, my boy asking the real questions. All right. I'm gonna have to go with. I always say what I speak my mind. Feel me? I'm gonna tell niggas what I think about them. I'm always trying. I'm in charge for the most part. This nigga, don't play that song on me, motherfucker.
No, that's my phone ringing, dickhead.
Yeah, my family look towards me for advice.
Are you charming? Hell no.
Am I what?
Charming.
Charming and shit. Are you crazy? People love me, bro. They love me at my job. Nigga, come hang out with Red Pill. Saw me. Red Pill.
CJ very charming, yo, and I pause no Diddy.
Pause no Diddy.
He said pause no Diddy. Nigga, we went out to the club. You know your boy was snatching them up. Feel me? What else? Your boy
CJ got Riz.
He's charming.
Got the Riz like a motherfucker. Are you crazy, nigga?
That's for a woman to determine, brother. Y'all ain't gonna set me up for that trap. Y'all ain't gonna do me like Red Pill.
All right, y'all gonna see me when I come to Houston. Y'all gonna see. Feel me? But I'm gonna have to go with Alpha.
Okay. Do you lead people?
Yeah, all the time. I taught my brother and my sister how to deal. I got them got them both jobs. Feel me? I'm the youngest, the baby out of my family, but I think most of them kind of look up to me. You know, it's kind of a weird dynamic.
Yeah. I see. Remember the Titans, nigga. I know where you got that from.
Whatever.
Where you fall?
I know I fall under alpha because I get very uncomfortable in situations where I'm not in charge. Even when I was in college, every time we had a group thing, it just kind of always leaned that way. Every time we had a group project, it always leaned where I was coordinating. When I pledged Greek, I ended up being the captain. and I just coordinated everything and made everything work. I'm more comfortable in that situation. But at the same time, being in the military taught me to understand it's a time and place for everything, even while being alpha. Because, like I said, you can't run another dude castle. You either can just leave or comply. Sometimes I'll just leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But with my kids and wife, it's very iron fisted around here. And that's why, like, when people say I run on panels, I don't argue too long because that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna argue with no nigga. I'll say what I said. Anyway, they're definitely alpha.
Okay. Aaron and Mr. Fantastic, we might have to recalibrate our numbers, man. Lamar, where do you fall?
Never really thought about it. I always led the pack, and I didn't choose it. There's just nobody around me to choose it. In fact, it's a fucking burden. To me, it's funny that people want to be alpha, but they don't know what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
So I never chose it. It was just that I'm in the front line. The people say, "Oh, you're beta because you're new." I've always been in the front line. I never chose it. So to me, it never bothered me and never was important to me. What's funny to me is a beta could be a billionaire in the Africa be in his basement. And he penis chest. To me, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. So where do you fall?
So no, I don't give a damn about it. I never cared about it.
So where do you fall?
I don't know.
I mean, you're able to break
right, top out. I don't know, man. I'm top out on this one. I'll let y'all choose it. But I don't think no. Listen. I think only your peers can choose it. Only your peers can say what you are. I think when you say what you are, I think it's a cop out. Your peers, people around you that follow you, they can tell you if you're alpha or not.
What would your wife say?
You can look in the mirror and say whatever. It doesn't matter.
What would your wife say?
Well, she said I run the house. She always run everything.
Not you whispering like that, nigga. What the hell you talking about?
I don't like being alpha, to be honest with you.
Are you alpha?
It's okay. You whisper to calm people down.
Huh?
Yeah, here in Japan,
I don't care about it.
you know that they don't yell in
me.
Japan unless they're in movies, unless they're in like karate movies. That's the only time Japanese people yell for real. Samurai movies and shit.
So is Lamar?
I agree with Mr. Fantastic. I really like him because he retired from the military. That's alpha.
Okay. So did you retire from the military? I'm trying to understand. Where do you think you fall at? You were forced to like be in charge?
I never thought about it. I never needed to think about it.
Yeah, no.
Listen, now, I never thought about it. I never need to think about it. It didn't bother me at all.
Think about it right now, brother.
I did what I want. What I did it. I never.
You gotta leave here with something.
I never had to think about if I'm alpha or not.
All right, so now that we're thinking about it, because I don't think we all walk around in the earth like I'm an alpha, but we're looking at the
I never had to think about it.
So what about now, though? Now.
Yes.
You think you're a Sigma?
Yes.
By his description, that's where he would fit under.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
I'm alpha, born.
Only thing is, though,
it was a burden.
He said alpha, though. He said alpha.
Yeah,
Lamar, you know you got that. God damn, man. How the hell your internet behind, nigga, and you a whole day ahead? What's going on with that Japanese internet?
Yeah, that's I'm alpha, but shit, it doesn't mean nothing if you.
Okay, so all right, so he's alpha too, alpha also. Trigger Mike.
It doesn't mean nothing if you.
Where you
as people. You know,
Well,
it doesn't mean nothing to ask people about it. You are
okay.
it or you're not. Degrees.
Trigger, where do you?
He got to have like a 15-20 second delay. He delayed.
Oh
That's
no,
why
no,
he
my bad. I
wasn't
was muted.
cutting you off earlier. He wasn't cutting you off earlier. It was just like that's how.
I realized that. I apologize, Lamar. I thought you was cutting me off. You got like a 10-second delay.
That day.
Go. Trigger Mike.
Yeah. Despite being an alpha in real life, shout out to A5. Let me tell y'all, when I realized, aside from all the characteristics, everybody's already named it. When I realized I was an alpha male, is that alpha males can tell what everybody else isn't. That's why we realized we got to be in charge for some shit to work. So anything I do in life, I want to do it separate of what everybody else is doing. So even if I'm under another alpha, this is a pause, but this is actually pretty funny. And one of the things I want people to understand about this whole alpha thing, alphas can't employ other alphas, right? Alphas are a threat to other alphas. I've been passed over for jobs and I've been texting like, I thought I had a great interview and all that type of stuff. That top person saw me taking a spot, so they didn't hire me. That's something that we can kind of see, right? You brush shoulders, not like you got to be against them, but you brush shoulders with people that are like, this dude trying to take my spot. He's too opinionated. He's stubborn. He don't take feedback. He want things his own way. Then I was like, damn, that's me. That's why anything I do about. I learn first off. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to uphold the structure of society, but I want my own shit. That's the way I've always been. I want my own shit. I went to learn about guns. Everybody like, you gonna work for this company? And I went and started my own gun company. Right? I was up under an entertainment company like, y'all dudes killing it. Y'all throwing parties. You gonna work for them? Nah, I went and started my own party company. Everything I do, I want to do on my own so I can keep complete and total control. I have to be in charge for my own survival. That's the way I look at it. Right? So I'll be the person like, let me be clear. I'm very structured because I understand what happens because of that structure. Right? If I have to be in charge of this so we can live, so we can survive, so we can eat, it's not always the best person that's the alpha. It's the person that knows how to facilitate everybody else's strengths. Nigga, you might be the best dude here, but you can't talk, you're not charismatic, and you can't get anybody to follow you, so you can't be alpha. And you know how I know? Is that they always listen. They always listen and become a follower. You know, I fuck with you, dog. They're gonna take orders from your boy, right? So yeah, it's not, we get into it like alphas do this, alphas do that, but alphas usually know when everybody else isn't them. I think that's the number one characteristic. That's why they got to be in charge.
Trigger Mike, does that make you also kind of a control freak too?
I'm a 100. Somebody said something about somebody's wife. That's why I said y'all don't really like alphas. Your wife is gonna fucking hate you because you're a control freak.
Facts.
Okay. So when people be like, oh, my wife think, no, my wife does not. She's like, your personality is too dominant. I feel like you're bulldozing me. And just so my house can work on a certain level, I got to tone that shit down a little bit, right? And stop bulldozing people. That's why I'm like, people don't really like alphas the way they think they do.
Facts.
Okay. So far, all right. Tommy, where do you fall?
I honestly couldn't tell you. Hold on one second. He's about to jump to the radio again. Hold on.
You good?
Boy, got this with dead air like a motherfucker.
Yeah, man. This is a broadcast. You good, Tommy? You back?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Which one are you?
Like I honestly, because I don't know like every single characteristic and stuff, all this stuff. Like I don't know, the city where I come from, we kind of build ourselves, I guess, to be under the quote unquote alpha thing. Like it's kind of naturally how we are. So,
the whole city.
Of course, everybody. But I'm just saying, like,
ain't y'all the ones that got electric cars or else?
We the one where the Panthers came from. And we the city that's 7 hours away from LA, and the B's and C's couldn't intrude. Like we do our own thing. We push our own lines. We don't like. I remember the first time I heard one of my partners, you know what I'm saying, that politic in LA, and they was talking about this DP thing, and I'm like, nigga, what?
You said how
Like, you
many
about to
hours
tell
away?
me as a grown ass man I gotta come here and get my ass? Like, we don't, that shit that we can't even fathom in our head. You feel me? Like, we naturally are on our own little on our own shit. So that's almost naturally our mind state anyway. Like, we don't really follow the trends. We kind of, you know, I got teased a lot in the military because we dress different, we talk different. You feel me? So it's like we're naturally kind of outside that way anyway. As far as like
Where you from, Tommy? Can I ask that?
Oakland.
They don't
So
got
most
gangs in
people.
Oakland?
You said what?
They don't got gangs in Oakland?
No Bloods and Crips.
Oh,
Never
they do
have.
got gangs.
They tried it, but they couldn't. I don't speak on the other politics, but it's not structured like the B's and C's though. Nothing like it. But like I said, I don't know all the details of the whole outfit. It's nothing that I never just really posted on, but I know I've seen the beta. Like I talk about my homeboy's one of my best friend's dad and the relationship he had with his moms, and that shit was, I can't knock it because they've been married for 40 years, but when I say she rocking them Dickies and he rocking the Vickies, boy, like I done seen Buddy have fear in his eyes when she came home and that house wasn't cleaned the right way. You feel me? So seeing that in my head, I'm like, I got to be the opposite of that. So whatever, I mean, because that shit was wild for me to see growing up. Like,
You're
you feel me?
you're alpha also.
I don't know if it would be particularly be alpha, because I'll tell you like this: when I'm at home, my little girl, I ain't no alpha. You feel me? Like, so that's where I kind of went with old boy when he was like, "You not the same thing every day." Like when I'm with my little girl, I'm not rah with her. You feel me? Like we chilling. If she want to do the little tea party, we doing the tea party. Like, so that's where I kind of get mixed up with like this. When you think of this alpha thing, is this like what Trigger might say? You got to be in control. I'm not in control when my little girl tell me to go do this. We about to go do it. You feel me? Like, so if that don't make me alpha, I ain't alpha. I'm cool with that. You feel me? But
I don't think that would break down the fact that we're not an alpha. People operate with their kids accordingly, like Red Pill was saying. So you have situational awareness. Now, if y'all playing and she start playing with matches,
that's out. That's out. So, but like I wouldn't be like a control freak or nothing like that. You feel me? But at the same time, like this week, was it last weekend or whatever, I was in a room full of like the top dudes in the motorcycle club on the set, and I was respected. You feel me? So I look at it that way. So
Tommy, what's your answer? You've been answering for 7 minutes.
I don't know what if you say alpha beta, I'll say alpha. If you say alpha and all the other letters and describe those, then I'll probably go with something else. You feel me? The only ones that they talk about in this space mainly is just alpha beta.
So I mean, today we talked about Delta. Delta is like loyal, hardworking, just a good person to have around. They're not really in charge per se, but they do their job and they do it well. There's a Zeta that's like creative, independent, don't care what people think, non-conformist, like an actor or a musician. Like if you thought about that, you would think about like I think Aaron used like a Jimi Hendrix just to properly illustrate the point.
Oh, okay, like artistic type.
Yeah, Omega is like don't need validation, but pretty shy, kind of quiet, mathematician, inventor, someone like that. What would you think yourself?
Somebody said, "What's the Sigma one?"
The Sigma one is like an alpha set. He don't need no
lone wolf. The Sigma is the lone wolf.
That'd probably be me, to be honest with you.
He
'Cause I
could
don't
he
really
could kick
fuck with too
Alpha's
many
ass
people.
if he want to. He could actually whoop Alpha's ass if he want to.
But this actually leaning towards what I was talking to Aaron and Mr. Fantastic about. Is where people seem to categorize themselves. I'll do this just for sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Aaron and Mr. Fantastic, where do you put yourselves?
Sigma.
Same. That's Sigma for me. I always been solo, bro. And like I said, I purposely stay away from the crowd because shout out to Trigger Mike. I think Trigger Mike gave one of the most accurate things. And this is why I say, right, you're very aware of the personality types and what type of other people you're dealing with. I think that's extremely important. Most people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You come in a room, you automatically want to, be the I don't come into the room and want to be the center of attention. I'm gonna come into the room, I'm gonna sit down and be quiet, mind my business, see how everybody moves, and literally feel everybody out. So the alpha quality aspect of it, like and eventually, like I said, people assign you as the alpha. So that's why I say I never call them. I purposely don't do that. Because you do that now somebody has something to prove and they want to, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, like I said, I would definitely fit under the Sigma aspect.
No, I got you. It just, but look at this, and I'm about to. I gotta do some rotating on the panel, but but that's what. So everybody on the panel, with the exception of Leon, because we kind of defined it for him, is an alpha or a sigma, which is an alpha that be killing and don't care what people think or don't need to lead anybody to have all those same traits. So now we said 5% of people are alpha. So is this delusion?
Yes.
I wanted to speak on that real quick. Cam.
Can I get a second? Can I get
Hold
out
on.
of you, bro?
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on. Wait a minute. Whoa, my money here. Get the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Put him in the bedroom.
Niggas want me dead. Watch your step. Put prices on my head. I pop my shit and I pop my shit.
So Black Dawn with the $10. He said, "Yo, Lamar, I gotta put you in the bathroom real quick. You tweaking."
This might be risky.
Shout out to Lamar. I think he had a delay. That's what was messing him up the most, I think. So he'll be back in 10 minutes. Let me do this. What's poppin'?
Good.
What's good?
The Sigma male enters.
What up,
What's up, big dog?
Goody. How you?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
And we getting old. We doing our best. Good weekend. Shit like that.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
You
like
older, you getting better.
I think a little bit of both. I woke up this morning, angry man. I had to roll out the bed for real, like legitimately. You know what I mean? I'm getting better though.
Yeah, niggas getting old.
It happens sometimes.
From hard work though, you know what I mean? So it made sense, you know.
Yeah, you got to give your body time to wake up. Your body don't always catch up with your brain. You feel
That's
me?
a fact though. So angry man, I don't know how long you've been listening, but I just went around the panel. One of the supporters, T. Lee's, mentioned that you did a whole show on this. I'm kind of glad you came up at this juncture because we were trying to mine it out fresh, so to speak. And so we went through Sigma, Alpha, Beta, Delta, Omega, Zeta. So it was like 7 of them. And so then we said about 5% of men are Alpha. But now on our panel, every single one of us was either Alpha or Sigma, which people would argue are the same, except for one needs or does it for people. The other one can do it for people, but don't care to do it for people.
Yeah.
But how the hell we all Alpha?
It's not well. The thing about it, like Nobody is gonna admit if they're not an alpha.
Okay.
You feel me? So somebody might feel like they're alpha, but they might not be one.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody wants to be an alpha. You feel
If
what I'm
they think
saying?
they are one, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
If they think they are one, but they're not one, is it they're not admitting they're not one, or they just believing that there's something they're not?
I mean, for us, for human beings, it's more complicated because we live in a more civilized world than the animal kingdom. So in the animal kingdom, you know who the alphas are immediately because there's no debating about it. The only place in the human world where you'll find out who an alpha is and who isn't is prison. And the reason why is because in there it's like the law of the jungle. Whoever's the biggest, strongest, and the most brutal is usually going to be the alpha in most cases.
Is that a good defining or determining factor?
Yeah. Whoever kicks the most ass is usually the alpha.
Even in the earth, Angry Man, or just specifically in the clink?
You can't say, well, see, the problem with regular society is human beings nowadays are socialized away from violent behavior.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that the alpha doesn't still exist. Like for a human alpha, it could be somebody that is a overachiever. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody that commands a room, somebody that people automatically gravitate to and look up to for leadership. You feel what I'm saying? So alpha could be somebody like alpha could be somebody like, say, like trying to think of a good example. A Donald Trump. You feel what I'm saying? But then you'll have guys that are successful, like a Bill Gates, who's more like a Zeta. He's not an alpha, he's a Zeta. You feel what I'm saying? Which Zeta is similar to an Omega. The only difference is he actually has talents. An Omega doesn't really have any talents.
Would an alpha dodge draft? Dodge?
You say what?
Would an alpha draft dodge, or would you go stand on business?
If he wants to.
Yeah.
If he's not patriotic.
If he wants to.
If he's not patriotic, I like that one.
Yeah, if he wants
yeah, because
to.
I could run from a fight if I want to, but that's also gonna say something about me.
Like Muhammad Ali, though.
Not necessarily.
It alpha or not?
Because the alpha don't give a fuck, right? So even if it's war going on, Muhammad Ali is probably the greatest example.
Muhammad Ali was standing on different business.
If
Wait,
let's
do this. No, Angry Man, let's organize this for you real quick. Tommy asked, I like that question. Let Angry Man kind of answer it, and then y'all can jump in. I'm interested because I think Tommy was pushing it a little bit further. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, like if you're talking about something like the draft or signing up for military service, the person who's definitely going to go quicker than anybody is a beta. Because betas follow instructions, betas follow rules, betas are born to be followers. And their whole thing is follow. See, here on the internet, you hear women talk about betas all the time like a beta is a bad thing. A beta is not a bad thing. Like what they really are talking about is omegas. Because omega is at the bottom of the list. A beta is really second in command. A beta is somebody that's like your right-hand man. Like a beta is like Tony Yayo, Spliff Star, freaking anybody that's willing to be the secondary guy, and they're perfectly fine with it. They're not trying to overthrow the guy above them. That's the beta. You feel me?
Go ahead, Tommy. You were kind of.
Well, no, because they brought up Muhammad Ali, and I said Muhammad Ali was standing on different business than somebody who our country was literally attacked, and they were asking people to go defend it, and you ducked off from the fight. Now, that's why when somebody said that if you're patriotic, then that would make sense. and that's gonna go down a whole different wormhole. But it'd be different if they were drafting and nothing had happened for them to draft, but they draft for a specific reason because the country had been attacked.
And this is so. Which one did Trump dodge? I don't have the information. Allegedly,
It would have to have been Vietnam, right? I'm thinking because of his age.
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Was it Vietnam?
It would have to been in Vietnam, yeah. Because he was 70, so yeah. I think that would be
the only reason why I would give him that title is because you got some really tough dudes out here in the world that respect him. Putin respects him. So does the dude from North Korea. Like, it's kind of hard to get a certain level of respect from dudes that pretty much run their countries if you're not an alpha.
Yeah,
that's kind of hard, But then again, I haven't really paid that much attention to Trump's behavior. He could be a Sigma as well. You feel what I'm saying? So if he's a Sigma,
no, he definitely needs the approval. He definitely needs to.
But y'all know why Trump it fits Trump a little bit though, is because one of the characteristics of alpha is opinionated even when your opinion isn't popular. That's why I said women don't actually like alphas because they like simps. They like niggas that lie to them and tell them what they want to hear. An alpha is gonna tell you what the hell he want to say, whether you like the opinion or not. Look at the women that don't like Donald Trump because he's gonna say whatever the fuck he mean, and like he literally said this shit. He don't give a damn, and that's why he got all the followers he got. That's why he got all the haters he got. But I gotta bounce in a second. I wanted to answer your question about why so many dudes on YouTube like some niggas is lying. Remember I told you alpha knows when other people are lying. So everybody ain't alpha, but I'm gonna tell you this though. This type of space.
Who was lying?
I don't know. I gotta watch it back. I'll get back with you.
Most of y'all lying.
Hold on. Remember some of the characteristics of alpha: extroverted, charismatic, intelligent. So one of the ways you can suss out the alpha from other people, if an intelligent man is willing to give you, like my definition of intelligence is someone who has an advanced ability to challenge ideas and information. So the dudes that are hearing you out, but they're challenging you, able to articulate their point, able to debate back and forth, and they'll jump in this space at any time and do it. This space invites that. So yes, you ain't gonna everybody to come up here ain't no alpha, but it's gonna invite the alphas because it's a space for intelligence, especially if you can maintain that forum. You got to be charismatic for people to follow you and put your name in the chat like 100. So this is a space that invites that. So you're gonna get a higher percentage of alpha males in this space. I
can tell you real quick who the alphas is by one simple thing. If I have an interaction with you and you start getting on my nerves and we start arguing with each other, more than likely you're an alpha. Alphas get on my nerves. I can't. A lot of times I can't stand alphas.
I want to say something to Tommy point though. Tommy he excused Muhammad Ali dodging the draft, but didn't excuse the I don't like how he did that. Like don't excuse one person for dodging the draft, but then say the next person ain't an alpha when he dodged the draft.
I excuse it because he was standing on different business. He wasn't going because
that's just an excuse. He's standing on different business. Excuse. Then maybe Donald Trump was standing on different business.
Yeah, his feet hurt. That's the business he was standing on. His feet hurt.
Well, he alpha. All right, well that doesn't change the point that you can't excuse.
Like
one
that's
man
different from a man that. And let's get this understood. One man faced prison. The other man didn't face no consequences.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay, but that's what I mean by he stood on different business. See, it's different if you're gonna dodge it and you know in dodging it, I'm going to face a consequence. Whereas dire consequences, career severely affected, reputation severely affected, relationships severely affected, and you going away from your wife and children for years, compared to I ain't going. Okay, business as usual. It's a lot easier to make that decision than that one.
I'll give you that.
But he's still an alpha though, because he said on the mindset of I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Now I heard Fantastic say that he was a Sigma, and I can co-sign that. He's definitely my interaction with Mr. Fantastic. He's definitely a Sigma. So
I kind of agree with that too, for sure. But I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get ready to go to the gym. Y'all be
good,
easy.
CJ.
Yes, sir. Y'all be easy.
All right, CJ.
And I would put Tommy B under the category of alpha.
I'm not extroverted though, bro, at all. I literally like what Mr. Fantastic said. Like if I'm in like a club setting or something, I'm in the corner. I'm literally watching everything because I got fucking anxiety and I'm trying to see where it's coming from. I'll be
So
tucked away,
let
bro.
me ask you this: Do you get like social fatigue? Like if you're around a bunch of people too
Hell
long,
yeah.
it starts getting
Yes. Yes, it's time to go.
You a Sigma then?
I literally ain't went to now one of the Warriors parades because of that. I got social anxiety and I get social fatigue.
Yeah. You.
I get social fatigue just looking at what's them concerts called where all the
mosh pits, like the
they call it the
raves,
like Coachella and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be looking like, bro, I'll be so like, bro, don't touch me again. Like that's all I think about when I see crowds like that. Bro, don't touch me again.
Yeah, that makes sense. And no, I'm not calling Fantastic a soft. First of all, what do y'all think of Sigma? A Sigma's not soft.
They don't know what it is
at all.
They don't listen. Well, you talking about Fantastic Angry Man, so of course there's gonna be some bullshit again. I said this. I told you niggas this, bro. Listen. The fucking Sigma would be the lone wolf. Okay, the Sigma would be the motherfucking lone wolf who has the capability of fucking running whatever. That's why again the whole pack has to fucking attack him, and he's able to survive it because of his fucking strength, because of his knowledge, because of his build. So again, for you niggas that don't pay attention and don't know, it don't make no difference. And y'all just further show me, bro. The fact of the matter, bro, y'all. Go ahead.
That was only one person said
I was
that
just
shit.
gonna say, I saw somebody in the chat room said a Sigma wouldn't last in the wild. You obviously don't know what a tiger is.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
A tiger
don't know
is
that
a Sigma. Tigers do not run in packs.
Yeah, individual hunters. So same goes for like jaguars, cougars, all big cats. There's not a fucking you got lions are like the only big cats that run in packs. Individual hunters. Yeah, everything else is the end goes for like jaguars, cougars, all big cats. There's not a fucking you got lions are like the only big cats that run in packs. Individual hunters. Yeah, everything else is the end goes for like jaguars, cougars, all big cats. There's not a fucking
who is that? Who is
All right,
that?
wait. So, all right, hold on a second. So, Exhibit A said, "Put Angry Man in the bathroom. Nobody got time for angryisms or his nut-licking example of Donald."
What the? Wow! What
Jesus Christ!
But then Lauren Mack came whack with the motherfucking Angry Man. So now, Angry Man. Yes.
No, go ahead. My bad.
That one thing about Sigma, I think. Well, all right. So nobody wants to admit that they're whatever, but the whole thing is Sigmas and alphas, except for Leon the Don said he was Delta. But the whole thing is Sigmas and alphas, except for Leon the Don said he was Delta.
Is that playing back again?
But the whole thing is Sigmas and alphas.
Yeah, Lamar got a mute. Mute Lamar.
Is that playing back again?
But the whole thing is Sigmas and alphas.
This nigga ventriloquist.
Lamar, what's
that man on the going crazy.
Damn.
Right,
I thought you was DJing for a second, Hemp.
I would have had control. So here, Angry Man, right? So all of us are alphas, or sigmas.
Mm-hmm.
What I think about when I hear that is how convenient. How convenient all of us are alphas, and then we can move the goalposts for alpha to fit. And now we got this beautiful thing called Sigma, where I got all the traits of an alpha, but I just sit back and chill. I don't need to exude them. I'm out here by myself. I ain't leading nobody. I'm a lone wolf, all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too convenient. You know what I'm hearing, Angry Man, when I'm looking? And Sean, what's up? Sean just came. I'm I'm hearing zodiac signs.
Word.
That's what I'm hearing. Of course, and now I'm using this as a joke, colloquial. But of course, Mr. Fantastic is a Sigma, cause he quiet. Him and Tommy 6'4", and they sit over there in the corner and don't talk to no hoe. Of course, they Sigmas.
6'5", course.
like, come on, it's a high level of convenience for that shit. Hold on, let me see.
I get it.
Damn, what? Angry Man, do you know Exhibit A? Exhibit A said, back to the bathroom for Trump lawyers. Angry Man, ellipsis. Spend some more, Lauren Mack.
Exhibit A got the data inside.
Rel with the 100 ball says,
mm-hmm.
They doing it. Fantastic and AM credit. So, so if Rel Exhibit put 125 on him, he had 50 plus 75, right? Essentially. So he's still good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he even. And then Lauren just put another one on there. So, hey, Exhibit A finna play. You playing it like that.
Yeah, you
playing a dangerous game. You by yourself. We finna find out today, goddamn.
It's a handicap match, though.
So
he's Sigma out here.
So
hey, the pockets definitely finna be Sigma today, goddamn.
So Angry Man still got a fresh 100 because Mr. Fantastic, you gave him 75 of this one. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Give him the whole. I think I'm pretty much safe, man. Give him 75 of that. That even that out. So it already balanced, cancel that shit out. All right. Yeah. So and then Orange just hit you with another 100. So that now he up 100 again. He up another 100.
He up 100. They must be new.
He must have never watched Fight Club. Like, bruh, you gonna be. I mean, do it. Hey, Hamp making his bread, so do it.
Damn, Exhibit A. It ain't. You need 100. You need $126 to sit him down. It's only, but you need $126. Damn, man. So, but this is what I'm hearing. Like, it just, I don't know. There's no way we all qualify.
It could be. We come up here, we come up.
I didn't like I knew once I started looking into the whole alpha beta thing and all that, because I got tired of hearing on the internet. So I wanted to do more research on it. I knew I wasn't an alpha. I know that because I'm introverted. You feel what I'm saying? But when I started doing the research on it, that's how I found out I was a Sigma. So I don't know. I see how you could look at it like a lot of people are saying they're this, they're that, and it's pretty convenient. It is because alphas are rare and sigmas are even rarer. So I get where you're coming from with that. Like you would just have to watch everybody's behavior and see how they interact in certain situations to really know. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's use a feasible example, right? So Lamar came up. He heard us mention nurses and social workers when it came to beta males. He assumed that we picked those examples when in actuality, the slide that we were showing picked those examples for beta because they're selfless, compassionate, caring, etc. Right? So nurses, social workers fall into that gap. So then he proceeds to come up here and windmill regarding defending nurses and social workers because they're on the front lines and there's nowhere they're soft and etc. And then after the end of the rant, which was led by majority emotion because nobody actually said that, but he heard it. He then fell on, but I'm an alpha. Does any of that matter for his male characteristic traits?
Yeah.
So when he falls on I'm an alpha, but when he came up not getting clarity, but rather just fighting a fight that nobody was fighting, how do we use that? And that doesn't surmise Lamar, right? I'm just using it because it literally just happened, right? But what do we do with that information? And then at the end, I'm an alpha.
Then I would ask him, why does he care? Why does he care? If somebody's saying that nurses and social workers are beta, why would he care?
He's sitting right there.
I don't think it was said that on that thing I saw it that social workers and nurses are beta.
Red pill.
Yeah.
He's sitting right there in the middle. So I want to understand this. I want to understand like how we're categorizing ourselves, and we use examples. Do those examples back up what we feel about ourselves, or do they speak against it? Boy, Lamar, can you unmute?
I'm on right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Check. I think we're good. So Lamar, so we're trying to understand, because the alpha characteristics. Well, Angry Man, do alphas care?
Alphas are kind of self-absorbed. So, it's certain stuff they don't tend to really be like the bleeding heart types.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't really like, only way they'll care is if it's in their self-interest, like then that defense mechanism kicks in. So does he know somebody that's a nurse? Is somebody in his family a nurse, or
I think he's a are you a nurse?
I'm a nurse, and my wife is a nurse. Yes.
Yeah, so it's hard to say because he's defending himself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to say. I don't know. I would have to see him in a situation that alpha rises to the occasion. Like I would have to see him literally somewhere in a social setting and somebody try him. You know what I'm saying? I have to see that.
Okay. Now that's the thing. I don't think a motherfucker just gonna run up a Lamar and just have a field day. Like I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them just running up and he'll take my drawers off me or some crazy shit. I don't see nobody just leaving him parked. Like, you know what I mean? I think he'll defend himself, So that's what I'm saying. It's a summation of things, but just in terms of it, when he was going so hard for it, I don't know where that falls. Because we haven't done the research. We've kind of just literally doing it today, Generally, if somebody, like, let's say, how do I say, like if somebody assaults like football, unless I'm just not joking around, if I'm not joking around and I'm being serious about it, I would ask clarifying questions to try to see where they are and then expose what they don't actually know about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would necessarily windmill regard it if I'm being serious. I'm just joking or something, that's one thing. But okay.
To me, it's very simple. Somebody save your life or your children's life, they should be rewarded. Period. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, like, I think you still kind of like taking the labeling like kind of personal, because like I was in the military and that's an honorable job, but it's a lot of assholes in the military. It's a lot of dirtbag people in there. So just because your job is honorable and you do that doesn't admonish you from being other things as well.
Well, if they get in the ring like Mr. Fantastic, it should be rewarded. When you get in the ring and you lead the pack, come on, dude. It got to be rewarded.
Well, yeah, he's definitely he showed improved for sure.
Yeah, he showed.
What I'm saying is, you didn't choose to be the leader of the pack. You were born that way. It's a burden. You didn't choose. I want to be alpha. I didn't choose to be alpha. I don't care about this shit at all. But when I talk to people around me, I know they're stupid. Not stupid, but they don't have it. So I'm forced to take the lead because they don't have it. That's what I'm saying.
If you're
here's a good question for you, Hamp, because we've actually had a chance to see people in action. So what would you label those guys that turned down the fade with Fantastic?
I don't label them. They not.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Hamp, because Hamp was there.
Okay. To me, they're not built for that life. They're not about their life.
But I'm saying, I'm sure all of them would get up here and say that they were Alpha Sigma as well. So you get what I'm saying? So they all were in a situation where, like the same as Fantastic, where they could show and prove. And in the words that we say in the hood, they bitched out.
Well, one, can some, and Mr. Fantastic or Aaron, I'm doing all the goddamn work. Can y'all do the math on this?
Yeah, so I just let him know. So he was up. So the Rails full 100 accounted for Angry Man. I can't be dropped because I'm you know what I'm saying, we the show host. So he started out with the whole 100 from Rail, right? And that balanced it out to him having, I think you shorted 25. You left 25 for me, but I didn't need it. So he had a balance of 150. Then let's see. Then Lauren came over. Hold up. Then Lauren came on and she added, and I think he paid some after that.
I'm saying we can count them, right? We can just count them.
Yeah. So he definitely not. So he got what? 50, 125, 175. And then that's what 200. So that's 475. All right. Lauren gave not 100. Then Rail gave 100. That's 200. Lauren gave another 100. That's 300. She gave 50 for me. That's 350. Rail gave another 100. That's 450. So that's 450 to what? What do we say? Did we say 425? I think we said 425, right? Or was it 475? So he actually might be up right now. So 50 plus, that's 175.
He's up $25.
And then Naked the World go around another 20.
So hold on, no. So 50, 50, and what's name is 175, and then he gave
Fantastic. We don't need to guess. Start from the top. Just give me the numbers for Angry Man. I'm gonna calculate this. Angry Man.
I just did it. He only the other dude only got 375. I just told you it's 450 for what's name, so he's short.
Good help is hard to find.
So Angry Man got 100. Go 100.
I would have been
done. Go because I ain't even count the 20.
Red Pill, I would have been done. I just did it myself. I would have been done.
I'm going through the thing. I'm looking at I gotta scroll to the right. So he's still down. Like I said.
Boy, doing some Georgia math.
Sorry, me. I beat all you niggas in a math contest. Shut up.
You won't.
Not for that.
Just another battle, math battle.
Math, Battle of PEMDAS.
Come on, we gotta figure this out real quick. Come on.
Just give me the numbers for Angry Man.
99. Oh, so 100.
Wait. All right, 100.
100. It's 3 100s. A 50. Another 100. And then a 20. Because I didn't even see the 20.
All right, so that's 470.
Yeah. And he's got 200 and 175. So that's what I was trying to tell y'all. So he got 375.
Wait, say it again. 200 and what?
200, 125.
Like 95 short.
Yeah,
no,
he's
please,
short.
Nobody talking. What do you say, Fantastic? 200,
125, and 50. So he's short from jump, like I said. I had the math right the first time, niggas.
What's the short though?
Oh, so what? What are we at? 475 minus 375, $100. He 100 short.
No,
he 100 short.
Note to self: don't ask them for no more help.
I thought it was supposed to be.
Angry Man got $100 worth of credit, so
I got a quick question, y'all. Do you think a man can start off as an alpha male, but as he get older, shift over to Sigma? Because when you get older, your social circles get smaller. You get less friends. You're around less people. You might want to become more isolated. And do you think that's when some men transfer over to Sigma after like 40 or something? Because we kind of want to be to yourself. Because when you're in your 20s, you out.
That's like the example of the jail system, like they were saying earlier. Like the OG in the jail system, they may not bother him, but he got a lot of respect in there because he's been there a long time, So he's not considered really an alpha at that time and moment, but he might have been that. You know what I'm saying? So it's shit like that, man.
But
Is that due to intelligence or what?
what's good with y'all too?
All the way around. Yeah, I think in that type of setting, it's like, yeah, he's over time he was that alpha bright, came in there with using his strength, and over time he gained wisdom, learning that strength wasn't the way. And I'm getting older, so I got to use different tactics.
This
You know
is
what I mean?
this is
This the other thing too, man. Like I think we cycle in and out of those things in general. That's why I agree. This is really like what you say that the things is the horoscopes. It really is. It's gonna be some overlap in general. I don't care who you ain't no alpha in every situation. You ain't alpha in everything. If on this panel right here, it's gonna be we gonna defer for different reasons. We may defer to AM for one reason. I may defer to Red Pill for another reason. So we ain't all alpha all 24/7 if you're alpha. I'm a sigma, but it's situations where I have to be an alpha, but I'm a sigma because I'm in the cut. But I'm always, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm always a leader, all that type of shit. But I never want to be the center of attention. But speaking of attention, him and his frat brothers, they was always the center of attention. If y'all went to college, like a lot of us, the goddamn Qs are gonna set out a hop anywhere, at a funeral, anywhere, in the middle of a you know what I'm saying? Anything, you know what I'm saying? So I would expect Ham to be more of an alpha type, you know what I'm saying? Because that's consistent with who him and his frat brothers are, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, this is what I meant earlier when I said when it comes to human beings, it's more complicated. But if you really wanted to boil it down, in my opinion, I think it goes back to your fight or flight response, which really determines what you are, right? So when you're just in casual situations where you're just being normal, it's kind of hard to tell. It isn't until you're tested, until you're put to the test, how you're going to react in that situation. Whether you're going to rise to the occasion or whether you're going to run from it. I think that's how you determine who the alphas are. As far as the other situations, it's a little more difficult. It's not hard to figure out what a sigma is because sigmas have a lot of traits that can easily be identified just in regular life, like being introverted, not really wanting to be around a lot of people all the time, and different things like that. But with an alpha, it's always going to be situations in a social setting where, like for instance, what I heard about the situation with Fantastic, the dude that was talking smack to Fantastic and then didn't want to fight him, he's not an alpha. That guy's not an alpha.
But AM, I get what you're saying, right? But you said in a fight or flight situation, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. A scary nigga will kill you quicker than anybody. Like real talk.
A gun, but we're not talking about. I'm not talking about guns.
But you said a fight.
Up. I'm talking about fighting.
That's not fighting though.
I'm saying, but I get what you're saying, AM. I agree in general, and like with fighting. But say if Fantastic is 6'5", right? Let's say 5'2", bro. I'm not letting this nigga punch on me. I'm not the pussy because I'm not letting him punch on me. But if he even thinks punching on me, it's gonna be a funeral for him. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. But let me say this though, Sean. Let me say this though. You're saying that now because we're not in the situation. However, if you're on the street and Fantastic walks up to you and swings on you, you're gonna fight him, right?
Right. We gonna fight, but then I don't know how we determine this, right? So I don't. In some ways, I agree with you. In some ways, I disagree, but I mostly agree. But here's what's determined, right, in this situation. If we on the streets and he swing on me, we gonna fight. I might get my ass whooped, right? But I'm gonna fight. The difference is what happens next. It ain't over. It's not over.
That's the thing.
Better get out of Dodge as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying?
But we're only talking about that moment. That moment right there where you don't have time to think and your instinct kicks in. When your instinct kicks in, if Fantastic punch you in the face and you start fighting him, right? Or you take off running.
I agree with you on that.
If you take off running, you are not an alpha.
I agree with you.
Not even up for debate. You feel what I'm saying?
Wait, let me ask you a question. I agree with you on that on the 1-on-1. What if it's 3-on-1? What if it's 2-on-1? Pause.
Alpha will go down fighting them.
See, I disagree on that, bro. Like, hey, when I tell you, plenty of times niggas had to get up out of a jam
But once again, it's how you come back that determines, you know what I'm saying, what happens next.
Yo, I have a cousin that's an alpha. I literally watched this dude jump out of the car and run into a crowd of 4 people and start fighting all of them.
That man is crazy. That's what he is. Hey, look, a lot of us to get up here and be like, yeah, man, if it's 4 or 5 dudes, I'm fighting everybody. Maybe 1 or 2 of us will. I'm not doing that.
I ain't doing that shit. That's why I
Yeah,
got
he did it. He paid for it. He paid for it, but he did it like that. I mean, he was beating their asses, but they had to stab him to stop him.
Damn.
What you had alphas, then you had stupid alphas. Fighting 5-on-1 is what I would consider.
Most alphas are stupid.
Most alphas are stupid, though.
Most alphas are
They have no choice. That's what I'm saying. They have no choice but to run into.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Most of
but a lot of them are. A lot of them, like, they're gonna act first. That's really what separates an alpha from a sigma. A sigma is gonna think and then act. An alpha is gonna act and then think. That's really what separates those two.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, if Fantastic, I already know, Sean. I could tell by your energy. If Fantastic swung on you, you're gonna be out there fighting with him, no matter how big he is. I already know.
One of my brothers, you would think he's Fantastic's brother. He's same height, bigger than Fantastic though, but you would think. So yeah, we're gonna fight. I'm not running, my nigga. I'm too old to run, my nigga.
But nah, though, like, can I ask? I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and because this seemed like a pretty genuine panel today. Ain't no too much windmilling going on, but don't y'all think it's kind of ironic? A lot of people either want to be alpha or sigmas, because an alpha is synonymous with what? Leadership, and then the sigma could basically be the alpha, but because they in their corner, they like, I don't really give a fuck. I think that's kind of convenient for a lot of people to fall in, because it's either you're a leader or you could be the leader, but you just don't give a fuck.
Well, no, like with sigmas, they don't want to be the leader.
So I can attest to like what he's saying, what he's addressing, right? Whether we want to be alphas or sigmas or not, it's not about what we want to be, right? It's about how we're assessing how people interact with us. Basically, if you're an alpha, from what I understand, my father's an alpha. He doesn't understand how I'm not like him. He understands the world because he's built different. Like he has a body mass that's intimidating. So he's able to assert himself in a different way, and people respond to him differently as would, I would interact with people. So he doesn't understand from his perspective, hey, how come you're not like me? How come you assert yourself and talk to women and this and that? I'm like, dude, you're a different type of man than I am.
Yeah.
So I have to think and strategize my move before I play it out, which separates me from him, because in his life and growing up, he goes to get. Like, he's not waiting for anybody. He doesn't think too much. He just does. He always tells, I'm not a very smart man like you are, but this and that and the other. I'm like, well, you know a lot more about life that I'll never know. I'll never know what it's like to just wake up one morning and do whatever the hell I feel and not have two cents about consequences like you can. So we exist on the same planet. We exist on the same world, the same city, but we exist in a different universe based on how people interact with us and respond to us based off of our personality types.
Now, let me ask you this question and be honest about it. Would you say that having a father that's an alpha